Okay, we have a few pieces of business to get to. Number one, Gardus, thank you for the Prime sub. Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you can give your favorite streamer a Prime sub. No, it would not. So, step one, Gardus, what color are your balls? Step two, floating above 25. That is the pinned comment on the thing. It's valid until January 1st, so just over a month. I believe you get 5 codes and a gold rod. Oh, gold balloon. Okay, so you get 5 packs and a gold balloon. It's just insane. You know, and then we'll get to the daily shop bundle. So remember, there's 12 days of shop bundles. So there you go. Oh, wait, I didn't get a single new card. What are the odds of that? Wow. Even the that's kind of crazy. First, not even the reverse hollows were okay. That's insane. Okay, so step one, redeem the code. Step two, get your daily shop bundle because it's 100 toilet paper for 8 packs. So I guess it's going to be 8 packs for 100 TP every single time. So that's also really crazy. And yeah, like now I get the cards. Now we get some new cards. That's very strange. So yes, get the daily bundle every single day for the next 10 days after today. It'll be in the top left of recommended. It's kind of stupid that it's not in new arrivals, it's in recommended. But if you click on the information under recommended, it says new arrivals. And just again, PDCGL is a super well-made game. It's like when you search, when you sort your deck cosmetics by newest, it's actually A to Z. And when you sort by oldest, it's Z to A. Because again, PDCGL, such a well-made game, but they are giving you a bunch of free stuff. All right, now that those pieces of orders of business are out of the way, we can play some Wigglytuff. I think I might lean more towards the 3-3 build of Wigglytuff just because, you know, prizing issues and you need to be able to recycle Pokemon quite a bit. I think the masterful debate is going to be Sacred Ass versus Night Stretcher versus, well, you don't need Super Rod, but Sacred Ass versus Night Stretcher versus like Miriam or Lana's Aid, but I don't think Lana's Aid is very good. I was going to say Lana's Aid or Miriam, but I think Lana's Aid isn't great. But yeah, Seismitoad, it needed another rounder. It got one. So this guy can deal 420 damage or whatever it is. So you get a full 6 times 7 is 420. That's a good number. That's a good number. Oh, and I have a new emote today. If you haven't checked out the new animated emotes, there's a new emote. So this does mean it's the return of Hassel. There is Dawn in the deck. Again, Dawn, there's not much more you can say. That Dawn is probably the biggest disappointment in the set. But we'll start with the 2-2, then we'll go to the 3-3, and then we'll work our way up. We'll see how it's going. And yeah, the first words you hear are balls. And never gonna let me down. No, you're stuck here forever. All right, so I have posted the tweet about all the free stuff. And yeah, so thank you for pointing out the little blurb. Yeah, they just hide the fact that, oh yeah, don't worry, we're still working on Expanded 4 years later. Oh, you know, 4 years later, Expanded, still happening. Don't you worry, we're still working on that Expanded, that whole Expanded thing that we promised 4 years ago when we announced the game. We're still working on it, everybody. All right, so I feel like they wanted to be called Chambrion, but they're Chambiorn, and they must have screwed up the thing. Okay, so this is bad. And DC fan, you got the candy cane one? Yeah, Super Smash Bros. That's an old one. And Lena, is it a game about feet? It better be a game about feet. But the new emote is the Bulbasaur one. I got the Bulbasaur animated emote. It was a Black Friday deal for like 90 cents. I spent 90 cents to get it. You know, that's like, you know, you better gift 100 subs so I can recoup my money here. Okay, so this is a good news, bad news situation. Well, I guess there's not really much good news other than I'm not wearing any socks. But okay, that's good. We're going to be able to draw some cards. The question is, yeah, we go get one of each because we don't need a ton of rounders. The problem here is that I'm going to need to be able to knock out multi-prizers each turn. I think I do this. We go get rid of the Dawn and the Wigglytuff. I know this seems a little weird. Like, what are you doing, Pilot? Are you okay? Number one, no, I am not okay. I am far from okay. But we didn't have an energy, number one. And number two, they're not going to do anything this upcoming turn. Okay. But I've talked about this before. How do you beat the Joltik box deck? Oh, no. Okay. Wait, this is either much, much better or much, much worse. I can't tell. So it's Bliss. Is it Blissey with Monkey Dory? Then I think we're fine. No, there probably won't even be a Monkey Dory. I think this is actually totally fine. Yeah, I don't think they realize that I can easily win this one. I was thinking this is Joltik box, because then we're kind of screwed, but we're kind of not, because against Joltik box, you just have to match their freak. Because they'll take a knockout with their Iron Hands, but they do need to take a turn to get set up. So you just take your time setting up, and then you knock out their Iron Hands. They probably get a second Iron Hands powered up. You knock out the second Iron Hands, and then they don't have a third Iron Hands. And DC fan, yeah, you haven't been okay since live was announced. I know. All right, so my strat here is pretty obvious. Just do nothing until they do something. What's the strategy here, Trust Your Pilot? Just do nothing until, oh, good God. Do nothing until they do something. Well, I don't think I need to waste the Night Stretcher quite so soon. Yeah, let's just go Grasping Draw. We have Hassle. You know, I spent all that time. I was like, okay, we have to thin the deck. We got to get rid of the Wigglytuff to thin the deck to guarantee we get a special energy for when we need it. And then PDCGL is just like, I heard you needed special energy. So this matchup should be like an easy free win, but we did prize one Timple, which isn't great. Okay, totally fine. As long as they don't Claw of Darkness away all my special energy, we'll be fine. Because all I have to do to win is not a whole lot. But why are they playing... So they're playing Bliss. They put Blissey in this deck. I guess I get it. You know, put a Blissey in there. Move some energy around. They don't think I can take the KO. They're like, oh, you can't take the KO. Trust Your Pilot. And DC fan, if you're playing in casual, oh, it's Zard everywhere. It's just nonstop Charizard. When I was testing Miss Magius, it was just Charizard everywhere. It was horrible. Okay, I need to play with my balls. Literally all I need to do to win is just get a Seismitoad. Okay, that's not great. Seismitoad is, okay, there's Seismitoad, Palpitoad, and I think Countercatcher, because if I'm one short, yeah, if I'm one, two, three, yeah, we got it, we got four. So that's a knockout on the Mega Absol. They've already lost. They've literally already lost the game. The game is already over because their win con was Claw of Darkness and just get rid of all my special energy. And they have failed at that. They have failed at the thing that they needed to do to win. All right, then Wigglytuff. And this is why Wigglytuff is so goated now. Okay, so we go reversal there. And then, yeah, so we're only doing 280. But imagine if I was playing this pre-Wigglytuff. It would be so tough because we prized a Timple. So you'd have to play Redeemable Ticket. I'm still thinking maybe Redeemable Ticket isn't the worst idea because Timple is a guaranteed rounder, whereas Wigglytuff has to evolve. So, you know, PDCGL will eventually prize 2 Timple, and you'll be like, damn, I really wish I had a Redeemable Ticket. So I'm not opposed to Redeemable Ticket. But then in that situation, you have to play Arven, but you don't really want to play Arven. You just want to play Lilies and Hassle. And unless they have an unfair stamp, this is game over. No, they Grebulon, thank you for the Prime sub. If you got Amazon Prime to save 10% on a barrel of foot lotion, please sub to Trust Your Pilot. So they made the cardinal sin. They made the cardinal sin of putting a heavy baton in a deck that plays Latias, but I guess if Blissey has a 4 retreat cost, I'm not going to bother looking it up because the game's already over. But they have a heavy baton. Unless it's for the Blissey, they made a big oopsie other ways? Otherwise, Seismitoad absolutely beats off Mega Pokemon. And Insane Mari, thank you for all the money. I appreciate it. You know, I do get a bigger cut of money from butts than I do from subs. So, you know, if you want to give me butts, I like butts. And look at DC Fan. What a... You know, it's too much of a hassle to tell me what hassle does. Huh? Get it? It's too much of a hassle? I don't have time to explain what I don't have time to explain, am I right? That's some Destiny lore for you there. I still can't believe I beat the original Destiny. You know, that game was not the best. Not the best. But Mari, thank you. And what's really interesting is I don't think the on-screen celebrations... Ooh, okay. So this is why you play this Jigglypuff. Well, I mean, this is not this exact scenario. But there's the other Jigglypuff that does 20. That's like a continuous coin flip. But this guy is pretty good. It's a donk deck. Because it just gets you a supporter. Yeah, I gave up on Destiny too. I liked the core gameplay, but they kind of ruined it. Could be Sharpedo. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, the Artisan. I was doing some reverse trigonometry there, so it does look like that's it. And they gave me an Artisan too, and we just go for the Dawn. I think I go. Yeah, I guess this is just Dawn, and then. Yeah, they got nothing. If all I do is face Mega decks every single game, this is going to be the greatest deck you've ever seen. Okay. Now, I think we just go get a Jigglypuff, make them have no idea what they're facing. And then I hit them with the Dawn. I'm going to go Timple, Palpitoad, Seismitoad. Yeah, I don't know, because I'm very much anticipating them not doing anything. So I'm not going to do anything, right? Because if they'd been able to get it down to Carvana, or if they showed me they had Mega Absol, I would, you know, hurry up a little bit, and maybe I should have attached the reversal energy, but the deck does play Air Balloon. There we go. There's the Sharpedo. So this is definitely Sharpedo. We beat off a Mega deck game 1. I'm starting to think that this is just going to be the Mega Killer deck. Because remember, Seismitoad topped out at 280, and you had to attach a Brave Bangle to do 310, and then you're like, oh, well, then I have to play Gravity Mountain if I want to deal with Charizard and Dragapult. Now it's just play 4 Lilies, play Ino, play Hassel, get a 2-2 Wigglytuff, and you win. Well, yeah, Destiny 3 is going to be in development because Sony bought Bungie. So you're not going to buy Bungie to not make Destiny 3. And Myrtle, every round booty needs to be slapped. I agree. Okay, we don't need all of the damn...
Just take my prime money.
I will. We don't need all the damn Artisan. All right, I think I attached the reversal to the Jigglypuff. Because if the Ino completely screws me over, then that's fine. And yeah, I know we're losing a Seismitoad, and I know we're giving them more cards, but I want them to put Megas into play. That's the Ooh! We can't take a knockout. See, this is why I did the thing. So we go Wigglytuff into play. They're not going to have anyone who hits the bench, right? Not a single person's going to hit the bench. So let's go Timple. Or no, I think I get a Seismitoad, actually. And then I can get, like, Hassel, but I think Lilies is probably the better call. The Better Call Saul. I mean, it's not like I can make the wrong decision here, but I think Seismitoad's the correct one. I believe Seismitoad is the correct call in this situation. And then I go get a Lilies. Yes, they're probably going to hassle me, but I have everything I need in my hand. right? I might not be able to take the knockout of the Sharpedo this turn. Okay, Monkey Dory is slightly annoying. This is a totally riveting deck. Thank you. And thank you for the hype train, everybody. We got those 150 bits and 2 gift subs. We got Grebulon and wait, 2 gift subs? Nobody gifted a sub. Twitch is crazy. All right, so I have to do math here, which is fine. We are down a Wigglytuff. I can't remember how many recovery cards are in this one, because it's going to be the age-old masterful debate is, do you play Night Stretcher? Do you play two Night Stretcher, 1 Sacred Ash? Do you play 1 Sacred Ash, 1 Miriam, 1 Sacred Ash, 2 Night Stretcher, 1 Night Stretcher? Super Rod is just a worse Sacred Ash in this situation. Lana's 8, I think, is on the bottom there. I think Lana's 8 is below Miriam. It's just, you know, what exactly is the correct course of action? And it's tough to say. All right. My game plan is... Wait, did they not heal with Monkey? They could have at least... There was no reason not to heal. Do they realize that I'm just going to destroy them? Is that what this is? Okay, you go there. I'm going to Artisan. The Toxtricity is kind of useless at this point. Like, I'm doing 280. Do I just go for the Monkey? Or do I go for the Petulant? I think, honestly, I think I go for the Monkey. And I'll explain my reasoning in 1 second. Hopefully this doesn't screw me over. Okay, we got the Toad. We got lots of things. But we don't have enough recovery, unfortunately. Okay, so Rare Candy, that Seismitoad. We need some Sacred Ash pronto here. Yeah, I'm really regretting not having enough recovery. That's the one major issue of the deck now, is it's not energy. You have 8 energy, that's enough. Even against other single prize decks, it's enough energy. But the reason that I went after the Monkey Dory is because this still allows me to use reversal energy next turn. So if I was to counter catcher up the Petulant and then knock out the Petulant and then I didn't have an ignition energy, we just kind of lose. So my reasoning was sound, but we might just end up getting punished because I run out of resources here. So then in that case, I may put a Pheasantipity into play. Because if I can masterfully bait them to go after the Pheasantipity, then I think we're okay. Okay, so if we had an Iono, then we'd be fine. We don't have an Iono, so we're not fine. Okay, there's an air balloon. That's less good. Okay, so Artisan. Temple. And yeah, we go reversal energy on you. Night Stretcher for the Temple back. And we are knocking them out now because this deck is cracked. This deck is absolutely insane now, isn't it? Just with if everyone's playing a Mega, oh good god. Okay, that's bad. That is actually really bad. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. We're gonna go get the Fez. We're getting the Fez, and then maybe they take the bait. Oh no, we are so screwed. Okay, so I'm basically gonna have to feed them the Pheasantipity. Right? The Pheasantipity is a very risky card, especially if they Iono me, but most likely they're not going to be able to go Iono, counter catcher, Fez. I mean, if they do, we're screwed. Because I need recovery, absolute stat. Is this better than Alakazam? The thing with Alakazam is that it's more versatile. Because Alakazam is mega powerful. It can knock out Megas for a single energy. It is self-sufficient. You know, the only weakness is if they're playing Xerosic. You can get around an Iono. It's Xerosic is the issue. Okay, that's great. We have to basically ensure that they go for the Fez. I know, again, I know it seems counterproductive. Like, you want them to knock out your Pheasantipity. That seems weird. But crap. But the way that I win this is that I counter capture their Fez for game, or I counter capture their Petulant. Okay. Gravity Mountain's fine. Yeah, I mean, really not liking the Night Stretcher. Really, really wish I had Sacred Ash. You know, there should be like a Night Stretcher for non-rule box Pokemon, but then I guess it would be a little too abusable, where it's like, oh, you go get 2 Dreepy. It's like, oh, they took a double KO of your Dreepy, then you just go get 2 Dreepy again. All right, so all I have to do to win is knock out one of their 2 prizers. I don't have to go through the Baby Shark. Okay, I think we just go Night Stretcher for the Timpole. Because, again, we just have to ensure that our damage is as high as possible. Okay, there's a Palpitoad. Where the hell is all of my recovery? I don't think Gravity Mountain is going to be a problem here. So I'm just going to go for double Palpitoad. We go double Palpitoad. And yeah, double Palpitoad. Let's see what the Pheasantipity gets us. If this is a Seismitoad and a Reversal Energy... Ooh, hello. Wait, do I have an attack here? Do I have a decent attack right now? Hang on, Trust Your Pilot might have a play right now. I have 2... So 40, 80, 120, 100... I can do 200. I think we do that. The problem, obviously, is if they I-NO me. If they I-NO me, we are in big trouble. I feel like this is the safer play. I know I shouldn't do it. I know I should be a little bit riskier. But we have game, right? I literally have game in hand. If we don't get I-NO'd, we win. Right? I know we're not here for safe plays, but, you know, we're trying to win. I'm trying to do the right thing. You know, I'm trying to stick with my game plan. Wait, what are they? No, don't attack. No, don't do this. Don't do that. No, take the knockout of the Fez. What are you doing? No, no, what's happening? What the hell is this? What the? I was not expecting. Okay, what? Okay, if I had done it differently, we would not have found ourselves in this situation. Okay, so they're gonna knock out the Palpitoad. I mean, we can still... That is crazy. That's crazy. All right, wow, okay. There's some more ignitions that we don't need. And then there's counter... Oh, there's Seismitoad, but we don't quite have it. So, I mean, I have to go Ignition Energy, and then I-NO, and then retreat, I guess, into the Wigglytuff or a Timpole or something. Oh, there's the Sacred Ass. Good. All right, and then I retreat into... Actually, 70. No, that's 210, so that's enough. So then I go, yeah, Wigglytuff in the active. As long as they didn't get everything they need, we should be okay. As long as I didn't I-NO them into a bosses, we should be fine. They're down a bosses, so maybe they don't have a second one. And maybe what they do is they just hit into my Wigglytuff just to draw a couple cards, which is actually kind of smart. SMRT. No, they're just going to hit into my dude. This is really smart. They're just... Oh, no, they took the knockout. Oh, okay. So they're pushing the issue here. They're just like, you don't got it like that. You don't got it like that, Trust Your Pilot. You're not sexy enough. Joke's on you. I am sexy enough. How the hell am I not sexy enough? This is so unfair. We were so close. If I hadn't given them the Wigglytuff, we could have won. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we could have won this game. Unfortunately, PDCGL hates me. Man, I did everything right. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. We had so many ways to win. We had a bosses and a counter catcher. We're doing 280. We were so close. So close. If I hadn't lost the Brave Bangle, we would have won. We were 30 damage short because of the Brave Bangle. We were so close. Yeah, I was not expecting that Pheasantipity energy switch. Take out the bench, you know, everything working out for them. Oh man, that was tough. Yeah, I was trying to get a good game, okay? I'll be honest with you. I was trying to get a good game. I wasn't trying to win too early. That was the problem, is I shouldn't have done that. I should have just won. Next time, no mercy. What are we, the WWE? We're going to do no mercy. Because again, sometimes I have to take my foot off the gas. Right? Because I'm so worried, like, oh, they're going to concede if I get off to such a good start, then it's not a good enough game for the YouTube video. I want to have some back and forth. So in that situation, I was trying not to do too well. and yes, that is a thing. And hot dog buns, it'll be in the VODs channel. And toilet bowl, no, the area 0, as I've learned, area 0 is not good. Area 0 in any of these decks, they're just not good anymore. It's just too much work. It removes your... Ooh, that's pretty good. It removes your stadium. And yeah, the Totsudir EX is just bad in energy situation. It's not a meme. It destroys every mega deck. Ooh, if this is what I think it is... If this is what I think it is, and yeah, make sure you redeem all those codes. I added the floating above 25. That is 5 free packs and a gold air balloon. And then you got the LAIC Phantasmal Flames, the regular Phantasmal Flames, the TCG Live on social. I think the Poke-a-Ween and then just the random codes might be gone for. I don't know if they're still valid, but we'll see. Okay, so this is bad. Because I have to waste an ignition. I think this is actually good for us. I was going to say this is actually really bad for us, but then I realized that they have sucked the wrong butt. And how many we got? I think this is the 2 Night Stretcher, 1 Sacred Ash. I think I'd almost prefer 1 Night Stretcher, 2 Sacred Ash. It really feels like it, but this is a very winnable matchup for us. I just have to, I think I have to waste the ignition energy to retreat the Temple, because remember, this Char Cadet has a 2 retreat cost, and that is very bad for them. So let's hold off on the secret box, and we'll see what we get off a Grasping Jaw, because I could get a Lilies. We didn't get a Lilies, but a Buddy Buddy Poffin is very, very good. And if they do somehow happen to take the knockout here, we can reversal energy the Palpitoad, and that should be enough to get us game. There's no Black Belt. There is 1 Brave Bangle, but you don't need Black Belt or Brave Bangle. Like, Brave Bangle helps with a little bit of the math because it's multiples of 70. So it's 70, 140, 210, 280, 350, 420. So you don't need Black Belt's training when you can do 420 damage. I'd also like to point out that Cerula GX is weak to water. For anyone paying attention, Cerula GX is weak to water. But I'm going to try to win not using weakness to my advantage. You know, I'm not going to flash them my toes because I know that's their weakness. And yeah, they just kind of lose now. So we destroy Cerulege. This deck destroys Megas. It destroys Cerulege. The only way we can lose is if I don't get an energy thingy this turn. That's Dawn. Dawn is not an energy thingy. Okay, Buddy Poffin for... I think we just go for double Timpole. And then I hit him with... Oh, if I go for Hassle and I whiff it. Yeah, I have to do this. I can't go for Hassle and whiff it. If I'm going for Hassle, I have to hit into it. All right, so we have enough rounders. That's fine. I'm going to... let's get Rare Candy. Oh, actually, no. I think Ultra Ball? Hang on. Do I go for Ultra Ball or Rare Candy? Because Ultra Ball is guaranteed. Actually, no. Yeah, Hilda. We go for Hilda. Boom. Easy. See, this is what happens when you try to think too much. You should always shut off your brain. Trust your pilot says, just shut off your damn brain, idiot. Who needs to think? Okay, then we go Hilda for... We have the Rare Candy. Do I just go for the Palpitoad and save the Seismitoad? But I guess if they're playing like a spicy card, we need to be a little bit careful. All right, that'll go there. And then, yeah, we just hit him with a round. So they essentially have to 3-shot my Seismitoad, or they can bosses and knock out somebody on the bench, which is totally fine. All right, I basically have to map my way to victory here. You mean that thing I do anyway? Exactly. You know, you come here, you shut off your brain. And this is why I was saying the new Char Cadet isn't really being adopted like an unwanted child. It's because it has a 2 retreat cost. That is the main reason why people aren't adopting this like the other one. Like, don't get me wrong, the attack is, I would say, much better because it gets you an energy to attach to a Cerulege. It also gets you an energy to discard with Lunatone. The problem is you go first with Cerulege. So let's say you start a Char Cadet and you go first with Cerulege, you attach an energy to your active Char Cadet, and then next turn, if things aren't going well, or if they have a weak single prizer in the active, you retreat the Char Cadet, you hard retreat it, go into Solrock, attach a fighting, then knock out their active or just do 70 damage. You can't do that with the 2 retreat cost one. You have to get an air balloon, or you just have to say, well, I guess I'm attacking with a Cerulege. Like, that's your only course of action, and it really sucks. Oh, wait, what? Don't they... What? What? Okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna do nothing until it's time to take a 2-prize KO. I can sit back and do nothing. You know, I can pretend like it's my anniversary and I don't have to do any work and I can just sit back and enjoy the fun. You're not putting Latias. Latias is too much of a risk. Okay, so I believe we're out of basics that I want. Yeah, we don't need Psyduck. I could put the Cleffa back in. Like, I could hard retreat the Seismitoad, put Cleffa back in, but I think that's stupid. I think that's just trying too hard to impress people when you don't really need to. And then I just hold on to the reverse. Ooh, what I could do, which I'm not going to do, is I could triple attach reversals. That would be stupid. But I'm in such a good position right now, it doesn't really matter what happens. As long as we don't get Briared, as long as there's no stupid Briar play coming, we will easily win this game. Additionally, if I just top deck in Ignition Energy, I can bosses the Fezandipity, knock out the Fezandipity, and then even if they get Briar, it doesn't matter. So they're having a rough time over there. Okay, I think I would have... Okay. Interesting. Doesn't seem like they're managing their resources very well because they have 11 energy in the discard pile and they're facing a Seismitoad. Okay. Who are you going for? I would assume they're going for the Wigglytuff, but everyone can attack. Yeah, everyone can attack. So, again, if I just get the... No, I didn't get the Ignition Energy. Okay, so let's go... I think we just go for Dawn. Yeah, we'll go this guy, this guy, this guy. Now, if I put the Fezandipity down, am I an idiot? Am I a dum-dum if I put Pheasantipity into play? So let's say I put Pheasantipity down, they Cerulege it, go down to 3 prizes, I knock out their Cerulege. No, it's actually smart, because again, this is a masterful baiting play. We go for the masterfully baiting play, because if they knock out my Pheasantipity this turn, guess what? Reversal Energy is active, I Seismitoad their dude, I never put a 2-prizer into play, then Briar doesn't matter, and we just win. Easy. That's what... Okay, damn it. Why wouldn't you buy... Oh, there's all their bosses are gone now. They're having a rough time. They're having a rough go. So this, for all of you watching on YouTube, this is definitely a warning. Don't play that Char Cadet. Put 1 copy in there. Don't play that Char Cadet more than 1 copy. It is not good enough to compensate for the fact that it just might put you in this position. How much we doing? We're doing 160. That's not very fun. Yeah, I'll just go end turn. Because they're gonna deck themselves out. I have a air balloon in the deck. I have everything I need to win the game. We're just kind of sitting back and relaxing. Why do they refuse to evolve their active? Are you out of fire energy or something? Wait, no, they rotted back in energy? Where was I when they did that? Didn't they have like 6 or 7 or a lot more energy in the discard pile? Okay. All right. Interesting choice by them to decide to lose the game. Wait, is this the ultimate disrespect? Oh, this is the ultimate disrespect. The ultimate disrespect right here. Knocking them out with a Palpitoad. Oh, you deserve this. You deserve this. You deserve the Palpitoad KO. The BM, the disrespect from Trust Your Pilot. Yeah, the Shaman, I mean, you kind of have to put in things like Shaman and Psyduck just as safety precautions. And just be like, yeah, unfortunately, I have to put them in here to give myself a chance to win the game. All right, I'm only down 2 ignitions. We have 2 more ignitions somewhere. Hopefully, they're both in the deck. And then I can just thin out everything. Lilies. Give them the Pheasantipity if they want it. What's the thumbs up? You got a bosses or something? Oh, you have no cards left. And the Poke Wiener code is expired? All right, well, yeah, thank you. I was gonna do it, but they just whipped their deck out, and there you go. Opponent's deck ran out of cards. They whipped their deck out, and I did not like what I saw. Especially, oh my god, those balloons! They're so cheap looking. This is the richest franchise in the world. Look at those high quality balloons. Oh, so there we go. Yeah, that's I guess that's going in the video because it went so well. So we'll switch over to the 3/3 build. I believe this one has 2 Sacred Ash. Yeah, there's Shaman. Oh wait, is it Shaman? No, I need to no, it needs to be Psyduck over Shaman, I think. And then of course we'll face a spread deck because everyone's playing spread decks these days. But I think Psyduck over Shaman. And it's a 3/3 Wigglytuff with a Battle Cage. The Gravity Mountain, I feel like you could cut because I'm not really stressing about that stuff. I'm not like, oh, damn, I really wish I had... Yeah, Maximum Belt, I don't know. This was a Japanese list that I found, and I think I'd rather just, like, not. You know, this is the Japanese list. I think the Battle Cage list might be better, or the Lucky Helmet list might be better. Because that one is a 2/2. But yeah, so we're trying different things. Yeah, they made hexagon-shaped balloons. All right, so this is the 3/3 build. This is the one from Japan. I may have messed with it a little bit, but I don't think I did it too much. Round versus Wangs? Wangs. The Wangs win. The Wangs would win, I think, every single time. Simply because it's faster. Because you can't attack turn 1 with this deck. You can attack turn 1 with United Wangs. Well, okay, the luck apparently has run out. The luck has run out. Okay. Hey, I'll play it before it rotates. Don't you worry. I will play it before it rotates. It'll be great. We will celebrate the Wangs before they're gone. Okay, so we can win this one. And just trying to update. So yeah, the Poke Wiener one, let's keep it there. You know, maybe there's some wieners out there that haven't been cooked yet. Okay, so this is Mega Lopunny. We should be able to win. The problem here is that I'm going to have to suck all the butts. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Oh, what's that? You want to be able to switch into your Lopunny? Oh, it would be so unfortunate if you couldn't do that. When do you think... Oh, we don't have a Cleffa in the list. Oh, that's... Okay, well, let's just... That's fine. I'll give you the Psyduck. And then I'll go into the Psyduck. We're gonna win. And Lena, I'm gonna schedule the video for January 1st. Yeah, there's no Cleffa in this list. I forgot about that one. But we won't know the definitive list until we know the March set. So until we know the first set of the J block, we can't make any reasonable guess. Because, yeah, they could reprint I&O, they could bring us a new research, they could, you know, reprint Nest Ball, they could do all these things. So the definitive list, we won't know until we know the March set, which I think we will know, like, end of January once we figure out what Japan's doing. All right, come on, Fez. We can still win this game. Do we know when Japan rotates? I think it's... Don't they rotate in January or something? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's... Yep. Well, maybe we need to put the Cleffa in the deck or something. Maybe Cleffa should be in the deck. Maybe we shouldn't sacrifice Cleffa. Yeah, it's like Pokegear is good and all, but what good is Pokegear if you can't play your turn? So 2 Air Balloons, Sacred Ash, Brave Bangle. This is max. I don't think you need Max Belt, right? I just feel like the deck works as it should. All right. We got some Puma Pride over here. It is Jameer Palma. All right, 48 minutes in. We got this. Max Rod? No, I think... Oh, actually, yeah, maybe Max Rod. Maybe Max Rod. Yeah, Max Rod could be good. The Ace... Yeah, the Secret Box is the Ace spec, I think is okay. Because, again, that gets you a Hilda, and then the Hilda gets you the Evolution and the Energy. Secret Box also gets you the Rare Candy, so it's strong. And we're almost an hour into the stream, so the terastallizing has begun. Now we're in a bit of a dilly of a pickle, because I could... Oh, hello. Well, then I think we just passed at this point. They did reprint Cherish Ball. It's Mega Signal. They have Cherish Ball for Megas. They have Cherish Ball for Terras. What more could you ask for? Oh, is this the Mega deck? I left myself a note for the Cerulege one, and it's like, they were weird. Yeah, Tord deck again. And never gonna let me down. We didn't see it. We didn't see the promise yet. We needed to see all the promise. The promised land. All right, I got the turbo energized. This is fine. Okay. Okay, so I just do nothing? Is that the whole strat again? I don't understand people. Why? Why do you insist on playing this deck constantly? It is not good. Stop playing this deck. You've been lied to. All right, so let's assume they go into the Mega Absol. They knock out my active. So let's go into you. Maybe they get rid of the Iono. But it's just so boring, right? Oh, all I have to do is take 2 knockouts and I win. Oh, so fun. So fun for everybody to watch that. Wait, are they going for another Turbo Energize? Are they getting greedy? There's no way. There's no way. They were just prepping. Okay, they were just prepping for a Lily's. Good. I was worried that they were about to make a huge mistake. They're gonna attach to the Absol, knock out the Palpitoad, probably get rid of my Iono, force me to put a Pheasantipity into play. That's fine. All these are fine. Lively Stadium is the only thing that's really a potential problem. Yeah, Claw of Darkness. They knock out the Jigglypuff. Or sorry, they knock out the Palpitoad. They get rid of my Iono. And then, oh, they got rid of the Ignition? They got rid of the Ignition energy. All right, well then I'm going to go for it. This is a boring matchup anyway. Ooh, let's just go for it. All right, then we go Night Stretcher for Timpole. Get this dude back. They really think they got it like that. They think they're so smooth. They think they're my feet. Yeah, if I put the max... Wait, is the maximum belt actually going to help us here? There's no way. I'm going to believe in the heart of the cards. I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to believe in the heart of the cards here. Okay, this is really bad, but it could work. This is terrible, but if we get a Buddy Puffin, we win. Okay, didn't need 4 energy. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, PDCGL. Yeah, give me 4 energy. 1 Buddy Puffin would have been enough to win the game. No, how about 4 energy? just 1 Puffin. That's all I need, and I can absolutely win this game, PDCGL. It's all you gotta do. It's the bare minimum. Just 1 Puffin. There should be 4 in the deck. Just give me 1 of them, and it'll be the greatest victory you've ever seen. 4 energy? Did I hear you say 4 energy, Trust Your Pilot? All right, maybe they've overcommitted their darkness energy. They have not. All right. Well, unless they have double energy switch, they're going to be attacking with the Absol again. They're going to be so happy about this, by the way. They're going to be so happy and be like, wow, I get to get rid of all this energy. Right, there's Claw of Darkness. Which one are you going to pick? I think they have to go for the... Well, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter which one they go for. So we're going to be out 3 energy. We don't... What? Say what? Okay, so I need to do 180 damage. There's a Seismitoad, which we didn't need. Okay, there's a Wigglytuff. That's perfect. There's the Buddy Puffin. All right, then we go Buddy Puffin for a double Timpole. And then I have to go get a Palpitoad. This is less than ideal. We're going to need to eat some Sacred Ass really soon, though. Okay, here's the question. Do I sacrifice my Wigglytuff? I feel like I should. If I go, yeah, we go Wigglytuff, sacrifice. Oh, we're not knocking you out, so I have to go 160. Yeah, so we got to go reversal energy. Let's knock out the... Wait, 160 is 330. They're going to be hit with 340. If I could just bump the stadium. I think I knock out their monkey then. They're going to Claw of Darkness one more time. We're going to lose more energy. But we have just enough energy to potentially win this game. Just please don't give me another energy. Okay. Oh, we prize the Cleffa. God, it's the one matchup where you don't want to have a million energy in your hand. So, of course, we get a million energy in our hand. I would assume they're going to knock out the Wigglytuff, get rid of the Seismitoad. That's annoying. And then I would really like a supporter. So maybe in that instance, I should have just hit into the Mega Absol. Because, okay. Interesting. Because if I hit into the Mega Absol, then it keeps me at 6 prizes. They're going for the Fez? Okay. So they're going to try to take a 3-prize turn. But that's bad. They got rid of the Seismitoad. Oh, that's actually really good because now I really can't win. There's a rare candy. Well, yeah, we really can't win now. So let's go retreat into the Wigglytuff. So this is actually a Tord player who knows what they're doing. That was my problem, is I was thinking it was just going to be a regular Tord player who has no idea what they're doing. And yeah, I bought a barrel of foot lotion. Well, never gonna let me down. I face so many people who don't know what they're doing that, like, I feel like I know the strategy. And it's just like, you just let them beat themselves off. But my opponent knows what they're doing. Yeah, what do you mean it comes in? Of course it comes in barrels. Yeah, it's like, if I'd been able to get a stadium, we would have done it. You know, just you're gonna cry? Well, that's okay. Your tears taste pretty good. But I was telling you, I didn't like this list. I did not like this list from Japan. So we're gonna play Trust Your Pilot's list, the much better one. Because Trust Your Pilot knows what he's doing. All right, if I can top deck an Ino, I do kind of win the game. Yeah, it's like, I don't care what you get rid of. I just need an Ino. If I get an Ino, I could win. But remember, I was talking about this. I did not like the... Okay, well, that was fun. This was just a disaster. We prized the Cleffa. The Pheasantipity just gave us energy instead of playable cards. They knew what they were doing. We prized our Sacred Ash. We prized the Gravity Mountain. So this was just... We were doomed from the start. We didn't know it, but we were going to lose this game no matter what, simply because PTCGL prized everything I needed and decided to give me the cards I didn't need. So I blame PTCGL on this one. This is absolutely PTCGL's fault, and this is not the correct build. We're going to play an actually good one. You don't need Maximum Belt. Maximum Belt is not it. I would definitely, I think, rather have Max Rod. Right? So let's try Wigglytuff plus Max Rod. So Max Rod build. We got the Cleffa, we got the 3/3, we have the Psyduck. Battle Cage. I will allow Battle Cage to remain. You've survived this round. We're gonna get rid of the Pokegear. We're gonna get rid of the Maximum Belt. Yeah, we have a bosses. So actually, let's go double Counter Catcher. I want it. Yeah, we'll get rid of double Night Stretcher. We'll go for... actually, no, I guess we want one Stretcher plus... isn't it already the catch-up one? Max Rod. And then we have 4 of those. Let's get another Hassle in here. Let's get another Ino in here. And yeah, again, Dawn, I'm not sold on. We got 4 Poffin, Ultra Ball. We got Nest Ball. Do I even need Nest Ball? We don't need Nest Ball. I can go 4 Ultra Ball. And no, you don't need, I don't think you need the boost of damage, right? One Brave Bangle should be enough, and then you just have a bit of Gust cards, and that's it. So 2 Hassle, 4 Lilies, 3 Iono, 4 Poffin, 1 Sacred Ash, 1 Stretcher, 1 Max Rod. Like, I could put a Shaman in here just to have it, so we don't get screwed over by people who think they know what they're doing. But you know what? People keep asking for Black Belts training. I'll put Black Belts training in. I have 45 copies of Black Belts training, by the way. 45 copies. Customize, catchphrases. Okay, so I guess, so it should be near the top, right? There it is. But does anyone else have a good idea of what could be included? Because Black Belt's training, like I could put a Lucky Helmet in here. Why is that a catchphrase? Everyone always asks that. It's partially because Pikachu likes ketchup in the anime. That's like the one parallel you can draw between I just ate a whole bottle of ketchup, but realistically, it makes absolutely no freaking sense. Kind of like a balloon festival. Oh, wow. We're facing someone who's having a rough go in life. Have I ever seen someone with this low of a ranking? Have I ever faced someone with this low of a ranking before? I honestly don't know. All right, we got the Jigglypuff. We got the turn 1 Lilies. That was like 1350 or something in Empoleon EX player. Well, that's, was there an uppercase Empoleon EX? Oh, this is bad. Oh, and did, I'm gonna check. If nobody posted on that post on the subreddit that I linked, I'm gonna be very disappointed in all of you. I'm gonna check it. There's 11 comments. One of them better be from you. And I'm disappointed in all of you. You've all disappointed me. Okay, so this is a really rough matchup for us, but I think I can win as long as the Lilies gets me like 1 Buddy Poffin. Thank you. Okay, so we go Buddy Poffin. We get double Timple. And yeah, we don't put anybody down. So if they go Mad Bite, that is rough. Like I can, it looks like they're going to take a knockout. And then if I suck a butt, then we kind of lose. So I don't want to suck a butt. Oh man. Okay. This is just a rock and a hard place right here. Because most likely they're just going to take a knockout. And Nick, the uppercase EXs were during the XY era. The lowercase EXs are during this era. Because apparently no other letters exist in the alphabet. It's like, hey, we're going to need to come up with a name for our new 2-prizers. What should we call them? Well, we already did EX. Let's make them EX this time. Okay, but the last ones had a hyphen and were uppercase. How do we differentiate? No hyphen and lowercase. But my God, you're a genius. Have my babies. Okay. As long as I can get a Seismitoad, we're okay. That's a Max Rod. That's not a Seismitoad. All right, so I have to go Counter Catcher. And we go Lily's Determination. I mean, I could try setting up, but I don't think I need to do that. We got a Seismitoad, but we didn't get what we needed. All right, then we go for Timple, Jigglypuff. We're a little low on the Timple. Yep, can't really do anything. All right, if they have to waste a jet energy, that seems pretty good. But the fact that they're going to jump ahead 2 prizes, actually maybe not. If we can hold them here, we will be fine. Because I'll have 4 rounders in play once I evolve into Wigglytuff, so I can Dawn for whatever basic, a Palpitoad, and a Seismitoad. I can take the knockout, we can keep pace. Okay, so we now have a Chansey. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, so Dawn, whatever basic, probably the Cleffa, because we can play with our balls now. Always good to play with your balls, baby. Okay, and then that and that. It should say, like, stage 1. Instead of just Pokemon, it should say basic, stage 1, stage 2. Like, I know it says it in the explanatory text, but, like, you know, a little more effort would be nice. You know, this isn't a Trust Your Pilot YouTube video that has no effort put into it. All right, we'll get rid of the Seismitoad. We go for another Palpitoad. Wait, math? 40, 80, 120, 160. Yes, I do math. And all my balls are terastallizing. Okay, so yeah, I guess we just knock out the active. Because if I go for the one on the bench, not only do I waste a counter catcher, but it gives them 2 extra cards. And we actually kind of want them to take a knockout because, again, this activates reversal energy. You have to be very cognizant of when your counter catchers and when your reversal energies are active. Energies. Reversal energy is rotating, though. That is going to kill so many single prize decks. Like any stage 1 or stage 2 single prize deck that... Oh, no. Did I just do what I think I did? I haven't done this in months. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I haven't done this in months, but it could be that I did this and I shouldn't have benched that Timple. Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. $280, baby. Oh, and I did play TCG Pocket. Like, I actually did an actual battle today. And there's some stupid UI things there as well. Like, I won the game and I still had to flip for Guzzlord. It's like the game was over and I still had to flip for Guzzlord. That was dumb. So it's like TCG Pocket, even when the Pokemon Company makes $1 billion from one of their games, it still kind of sucks. Ludicolo, Bronzong. Bronzong's dead. This deck's dead. And Gorgoroth, you say that, but if you haven't checked out my latest videos, the views are way down. I may have to play TCG Pocket. You know, if the views are more with TCG Pocket, we got to go over there. You know, I'm abandoning the gaming channel after I whip out a few more. Yeah, we'll still have Festival lead. Alakazam's still going to dominate. It's just like there's like every off-kilter one, right? Everyone that wasn't specifically designed to be good. Then they just get absolutely destroyed by not having reversal energy. Okay. Yeah, the views across the board are down. And Ryushem, we don't know. We don't know the exact translation on the Stunfisk. I'll get my video out, I think, on Wednesday. So I'll wait until, like, this weekend is done, and then I'll do my analysis. So I'll do anal after this weekend, because I'm not going to rush it out for Sunday. I want to make sure I know the Sunday results just to get the first weekend out of there. Well, on YouTube, everyone's views are down. Yeah, TCG Live is buggy. But TCG Pocket, you know, the views are down, but like the big creators are still doing really well. Okay, so is this what I think it is? Okay, I think this is the deck that never actually works. I'm going to attach an energy just because I'm afraid of commitment. And I shouldn't have done that. I very much should not have done that. That was dumb. Actually, no, maybe it is smart. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I do sacrifice the Jigglypuff and just go for a Lilies. Because, again, there's no guarantee that they get anything here. But this is the Ceruledge Ho-Oh deck. Or, sorry, the Armor Rouge Ho-Oh deck. I'm so used to seeing Charcadet evolve into Ceruledge. No, this is the Armor Rouge deck. The blast off deck. Uh-oh. And never gonna let you down. Is Azul just cannibalizing everybody? Well, as you notice, when Azul's not streaming, my viewership doubles. And then when Azul is streaming, obviously it's halved. So yeah, Azul is big on Twitch, but Azul doesn't upload as much on YouTube. So you have to look at the regular uploaders. Oh no. GG. Well, we would have lost anyway. We would have lost anyway because I didn't get any basics. Cooler, yes. Azul is the biggest one. Tricky Jim, I think Tricky Jim would be number one, but Mahone, you know, dabbles into tabletop and stuff, so that kind of cuts into it. You know, the GLC streams don't do huge numbers, but it keeps the space alive. So yes, Azul is number one. And you've never heard of Azul? Azul wins all the tournaments too. Azul's like a IRL player, a streamer. Oh, he does upload regularly? Okay. Intimately? No. Intimately, I do not know Rotom TCG. If they send me a DM of some feet pics, though, maybe I'll know them. You know, and maybe I'll get to know them a little better. Yeah, it's definitely something to think about streaming on YouTube next year. Because I can still, like, upload videos based on the streams. I just have to cut them down. All right, never gonna let me down. Let's check, because I haven't checked Azul, because usually Azul's videos get recommended to me, and I don't get recommended his videos very often. It's usually for the win. So, oh yeah, okay, never mind. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, that's why I'm not getting recommended it, because it is more tabletop. So yes, there's PDCGL gameplay, but then there's also tabletop. So I think because it's a mix, that's I miss Magdius PDCGO. Thank you, Shiny Ray. He's been uploading daily. Yeah, so the reason I haven't been getting it is I guess because it's tabletop, and then YouTube's like, oh, Trust Your Pilot doesn't watch tabletop, and Azul uploaded tabletop for a couple streams, so we're not going to show that. No, I'm subscribed. It's just that, man, we're getting the worst matchups. All right, so that goes there. We're going to go Lilies. It's just that I'm not getting recommended them. There's a difference. You know, the biggest issue is that sometimes you just don't get recommended videos or anything from anybody. So yeah, the tabletop is what's happening. All right, let's attach there. Would have been real nice if I could have bumped their stadium. And never gonna let me down. Well, that's just the normal thing that happens. You know, a year from now, you'll still be giving me money, but you'll be watching me less. You'll feel sad for me. You're like, oh man, I don't really like watching Pilot anymore, but he's still playing PDCGL after all these years. I'll give him $5. You know, maybe that'll help him a little bit. maybe that'll help him a little bit. Maybe he'll get the help he needs. Yeah, one day I'll be Little Dark Furry. You know, we're all Little Dark Furry in the inside. Okay, so the good news. I'm going to leave a note because we could win this game. We're not going to, but we could. So if they just go for Nest Ball Monkey Dory, we might be screwed here. All right. I mean, this is not a good matchup normally for this deck. Normally, this is an absolutely horrible matchup. But if I can get 5 rounders, I think I win, and I think I have 5 rounders, right? So they might just concede after this one. Because I think if my math is correct, which is a big if my math is correct, I think we have it. So we go, yeah, Cleffa, Wigglytuff, Seismitoad. Oh, we don't have it. We don't. Yeah, because they knocked out the Timple. Yeah, they knocked out the Timple, so we don't got it. Which is unfortunate, but I can do a bunch of damage. And then, yeah, 280. So that's gone. We did the right thing. I guess I should have just played Lilies and YOLO'd. Because if I was able to play Lilies and then we get Night Stretcher, Energy, Rare Candy size, that's just so much, right? At least this way I get the guarantee. And don't forget, if they double up on their Frostlass right now, they kind of just lose, right? If they aren't paying attention and they just double up on Frostlass, they're probably going to go find a Monkey Dory. Yeah, they're probably going to go find a Monkey... No, you're going to Ultra Ball away the TM Evolution. Yeah, you're Ultra Balling away the TM Evolution. Easy dubs there. There's the monkey. They'll get the energy. They'll take a double KO. But I will lose this game. So if I go up with the Wigglytuff, we still have a slight chance of winning the game because for some reason they didn't go in Spiked Myth for anybody. I think they were too excited. There's a triple acceleration. All right, at the very least, we're knocking out the dude. That is the one nice thing that's about to happen. And they don't have what they... Ooh, this is really good. Okay, yeah, we play with our rod. 1, 2, 3, 4. Timple. I do have to be aware of a de-evolution play, but like I also need to play cards. That's a bit of a downside here is, having to play cards. All right. Take that KO. So even if they get their Frostlass, if I can find a bosses or a counter catcher, a card that's playable will be fine. Because I can knock out their weaker attackers for a couple turns. Or I can find an air balloon. That'd be really good. Oh yeah, the new format is very lackluster. I mean, 94 cards, 20% of which were given out like right before, like 3 weeks before the set actually came out. And then the set comes out and, oh, Mega Sharpedo's fine. Mega Lopunny changes a few things, but we won't know until this weekend for the first IRL tournament to know just how much it changed the format. Because remember, PDCGL and IRL are two completely different formats. Because on PDCGL, people have, free decks. Everyone has Mega Lucario for free. Everyone has Mega Charizard for free. So you have to judge them a little bit differently. All right, so I have to take a one-shot. This is good. Because I'm going to have the Seismitoad. The problem is I don't think I can put Pheasantipity down, but I might have to. Okay, so if I put down... Yeah, we go Seismitoad. There's Hassel. That's really good, except for the fact that I probably want to Iono them. Okay, so how much are we doing? We're doing 210. I need 2 more rounders. That could just be 2 Wigglytuff. Or 1 Timple. Okay, so I don't really need much. Yeah, we just go... we'll put the Wigglytuff back in. I put the Timple down. Ah, man, this is so tough. So I have it. I know that I have it. So I think what I do is Ultra Ball away the Fez and the Seismitoad. We go get the Wigglytuff. But the problem is, if they just go rare can't... But I'm putting them down to 2 cards, and then they have to rely on Totsadiri. We know that Totsadiri is a terrible Pokemon. They have a 32-card deck. Totsadiri will fail them. And there we go. We got the Palpitoad. Okay, so I think that guarantees game at this point. So we go 350, take the KO. They would have to find a bosses because Countercatcher wouldn't work. A de-evolution could hurt. There's Black Belt's training. See, who was it that said you're never going to find Black Belt's training if you add it into the deck? Well, PDCGL made it a reality. All right, so the one really bad thing is that they can very easily just take 2 prizes if they go and get, okay, that's fine, because everyone can attack if I, oh. Okay, so what did their Tatsudiri do? It got a bosses, so they needed to get the bosses. If this was me, I would have got nothing. All right, there's the de-evolution. I knew this was coming, but actually that's not that bad because I can retreat. So I don't think they realize that I can just retreat, you know, knock somebody out. I can also just go and get a Palpitoad because we don't need the Black Belt's training anymore. There's the Frostlass. Yes, the Monkey Dory is a bit of a problem, but oh, they're just churning and burning here. They're going a little nutso. Okay, so if I can just knock out the Monkey Dory, we might be able to win the game. If I can top deck an Ignition Energy. That's not an Ignition Energy. Okay, so Ultra Ball away this guy and this guy. I have to go get Seismitoad because we can't let this guy get knocked out. And yeah, Air Balloon, the Wigglytuff. It's kind of crazy that I can't find a freaking stadium with this deck. I mean, even if there's only one, you'd think I'd find the stadium by now. Apparently not. Okay, well, hopefully they don't know what they're doing. So they're not in a hurry, which is a huge problem for us. Because they have access to the Spike Myth for the Grimmsnarl. I think their best course of action, don't tell me, okay, finally the Tatsudiri fails. I think their best course of action is just do nothing and let the Frostlass build up damage. Because their win con is knock out my active, knock out a Timpole. That's it. And if I have a Palpitoad in the discard pile, we do not. Yeah, they're just going to knock out a Timpole. They know exactly what they're doing. So we just lose because PDCGL hates me. You know, if I could have found my Battle Cage, that would be cool. You know, a Battle Cage would be super great right about now. That's not a Battle Cage, bro. Ah, wow. We, yeah, PDCGL, man. I'm blaming PDCGL, but Black Belt's training, not my favorite. So maybe we just add like a second Battle Cage. Because that was the difference between us winning and losing, was just because they were able to attack my bench with Monkey Dory. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just hitting some really weird, bad matchups for us. Right? Yeah, no idea why you put in that Black Belt's training. That's so strange. Why would you put in a Black Belt's training? We're just hitting some really, really rough matchups today. You know, that one game against Sharpedo where I took it easy on them because I wanted a YouTube video. All right, so Black Belt's training is out. Battle Cage is in. We have 2 stadiums. We have a Brave Bengal, Sacred Ash, Night Stretcher, Dawn, 2 Hassle. Do we need 2 Hilda? Right, I feel like Hilda, we can cut it down to 1 Hilda. But then what would I, you know, cut it for? Like, I guess like a Night Stretcher or something? Let's put in a 2nd Hilda. Let's go for another INO. You know, once this deck is set up, it's totally fine, right? Blixer the Memer. Blixer the Memer. 1. Because I guess they're worried about other people being Blixer the Memer. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about the views going down. Obviously, it sucks that the views on the gameplay videos are going down. But, you know, we're going to have a new, we're going to have a fun year next year. I'm going to be focusing just basically solely on this channel, the main Pokemon channel. I'm going to get rid of the gaming channel. I'm not going to be uploading it all in 2026 over there. And I'm just going to be posting a lot more stuff. Wow, we are getting some weird starts with this deck. Okay, but it's fine. You know, if they Solrock my Jigglypuff, I just go for... Hey, oh, wait, what? Is this... Hang on, I think this is the Wigglytuff that accelerates energy. Before you get your hopes up, I think this is just the one that accelerates the energy. So let's go... Oh, yep, we got a Terastallizing Jigglypuff. And then I'm going to put the Reversal Energy on the Tympole. Because there's no way, right? There's no way they're playing a round deck with Mega... Unless Mega Kangaskhan? No, yeah, okay. So this is the Balloon Energy... Okay, hang on. Hang on a second here. Let me see. It has to be the one that just accelerates an energy, right? Yeah, once during your turn, you can attach a therapeutic energy, unless they're playing Wigglytuff EX, because they are a memer. It says it in their name. They're Blixer the Memer. If it has a special energy attached, it does have 350 hit points, which is the perfect number for us. So I guess it's Wigglytuff EX with Mega Kangaskhan and Mega Lopunny? Okay. I'm very scared. I am very scared right now. All I know for certain is that we are going to win this game, but I'm concerned about their well-being. You know, there's being a memer and then there's being a crazy person. And yeah, let's just play all the cards that I have, because I'm not too terribly concerned of them going, you know, energy. Ah, crap. All right, well, double Tympole. I would say this is just a Wigglytuff deck, and I'm very confused right now. Ah, this deck's matchup seem a tad polarizing. That's a really good one. You know what, Clan Burglar? I'm actually going to pin that, so make sure you redeem the floating above 25 code, because Clan Burglar's joke absolutely deserves to be pinned. That deserves to be seen by the world. You know, Clan Burglar only tells a good joke once every millennia. This was the one. And there be the Lopunny. This is, yeah, is this what the Mayans predicted? Clan Burglar will tell a actually good joke, and that'll be the year that the world ends. So, I'm not, like, it has to be a Latias, right? What is, okay, I know you're a memer, Blixer, but I didn't think I'd fallen this far. Like, I know I'm in the lower 1400s, but man, the 1300s are just a crazy place for crazy people. And they realize that I'm just too good at this game. Okay, so we go Wigglytuff. If I get an Ignition Energy, we just knock out the Jigglypuff. If I don't, we probably still... Oh, okay, apparently this deck doesn't play energy. Okay, let's get rid of the Wigglytuff, and... Sure, we'll go get a Palpitoad. Apparently the deck does not play energy. That's unfortunate. Again, I forgot to put energy in the deck. You know what happens sometimes? I also forgot to put Air Balloon in the deck too. You know, those 7 cards, sorry, those 9 cards that could have helped. No, I don't have them in here. Oh, please flip 6 heads. Oh. Yeah, this is why I said in the opening of the YouTube video, don't play this one. Play the one that gets you a supporter. It's much better. All right, let's, sure, let's do that. I'll I&O. Maybe they'll get a playable card now. But how do you play this deck and not have a Latios? Maybe it's prized? Oh! Okay. I found the missing energy, everybody. I found the energy. Found it. It was hiding. It was hiding in the top 6 cards of my deck. Found the air balloon. It was in the prizes. The bad news here is that... Oh, no, I can just Hilda. I was going to say, the bad news is that I have to attach an ignition to the Seismitoad. But we're actually doing 350 damage with a Seismitoad. So I can Hilda for a new one, ignition it, probably air balloon the Wigglytuff, and then just kind of win the game. And I'll probably go get a reversal energy from the deck. Because all I'm going to need to do to win this game is find one ignition. All right, I'm officially taking Blixer the Memer off the list and putting them on my enemies list for taking too long. Do they think I don't have it like that? Do they think me not goated? I doth protest that you don't thinketh me goated. Me am goated. Me am the goat. All right, then we just go ignition, round. Would you look at that? Look at that, 420. Boom. And I haven't tweeted it out yet because I know it's not going to get very many views. We also prize Battle Cage. But PDCGL's version number is basically 69420 right now. So when you go to the login screen, if you look in the top left, it's like 16. Actually, I can put it on screen. It's basically 69420. Okay. All right. Did you just... There we go. There you go, 69420. I just shot out a Mega Lopunny deck, by the way. See, look at that. 6969420. That is the version number, and we're still living in 2023, apparently. But one of my favorite things about the version numbers in PDCGL is that even when it was in beta, it was still version 1.0. Which is really sad. And we're level 326. So even when it was in beta, we were still version 1.0. Because that's when you know something in beta is when you're version 1. Because that's the number one version is what people use is, oh yeah, if we're in beta, we're always version 1.0. And somebody posted on the subreddit about going on TikTok and, you know, looking at live streams and getting codes from the live streams. Clearly, they do not subscribe to Trust Your Pilot, who told you all the ways to get the codes. Again, these starts have been so weird. Right? Like, you think I'd... Okay, they decided to go first. Oh, what the hell? They're playing Aegislash. So what time? Oh, I need to find another game. We need to get another game here real quick, because the stream could end. Okay, we got the Buddy Poffin. So this is actually going to be kind of a funny matchup, because they're playing an Aegislash, but they might have the EX. And, I mean, I could do nothing, but what if they, you know, they're going to Itchy Pollen me, so I kind of have to... Okay. Yep, that's cool. Thanks, PDCGL. Loving that one. That's cool. Really, really swell right there. Okay, we'll be fine. I'm not concerned whatsoever. I know we are going to get out of this one. We're just not going to have items for a few turns. We're not going to have a supporter for a few turns. it's almost like Hassle is a terrible card or something. But, you know, it's not like it's a single prize versus single prize deck and they're... Oh, never mind. We're fine. Okay, never mind. We're fine. Never mind. I was worried about nothing. They're playing a multi-prize deck. We got this. And it's not like they're going to skip ahead at any point, you know, unless we see a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. But I doubt that's going to happen. So it's just wait until they do something and then win. Very easy strategy, I think. All right, the longer they take to do anything, the better it is for me. And there's a... Okay. Top decking a Lilies off of that hand that was completely unplayable. And then we got this. Okay. Well, let's go reversal on you. We have a worse hand now. Kinda wish I'd kept that Lily's hand. But maybe they'll... No, they're doing the thing. Okay. How much damage is the Doublade? Oh, no, they got it. Okay, so they got the knockout on my Temple. In that case, I think I just send up the Jigglypuff. Right, I send up the Jigglypuff. I go get a Lilies. We play for another turn. The issue, obviously, is that I have to waste something, but they're playing a multi-prize deck, so we should be okay. Right, I have an absolute trash hand. Maybe they'll Itchy Paw me one more turn, but I don't see that happening. They have the Aegislash. They might think this is like Wigglytuff. Oh, they are. Interesting. Okay, again, you need to push the issue here, Jose. Well, that's fine. I actually can't put the Wigglytuff down. I know it's not going to happen, but there is a world where if I evolve the Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff, they could target the one Jigglypuff left, knock it out, and then I don't have a way to get a supporter. Like, I could go get Cleffa and all that. I could actually go get Cleffa now. If I had access to my items... But it's just in the 0.0069% chance that I evolve into my... You gotta go, bro! You cannot sit back against the stage 2 deck. You should know. You should know what the strat is here. Like, I'm not gonna waste 2 or 3 energy just to knock out a Badoo. The onus is on you to do something here. Okay, well, if this is gonna be in the video, it's gonna be like really far into the video. Okay, another Lilies. I'm just gonna keep ending turn. Okay, we're just gonna keep ending turn until they do something or I get, you know, something. Okay, it looks like they're gonna finally take the knockout. Oh, man. If you're wondering why I'm starting the video at this point, it's because they just took a knockout with their Badoo of my Temple. It only took 1,000,000 hours. All right, so let's go Temple down, Temple in the active. I really don't want to do what I'm going to have to do. Oh, we still don't have our items because of course we don't. So let's go Lily's Determination. I could have attached the Ignition and knocked out the Badoo, but that's boring. How do we have nothing? How is this happening right now? Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. I mean, it's kind of the same difference if I was to retreat and put a revert. Like, I think it's the same thing, right? I have a knockout with the Temple. I may as well just take a knockout with the Temple. Right, there's not a whole lot of difference between me retreating off the reversal and going into Wigglytuff. It actually makes more sense to take the knockout with the Temple. Because the Wigglytuff is harder to get set up. You know, the Temple already has the round attack. The Jigglypuff does not. That's fine. I can't really knock out a Metagross, but I can knock out a Genesect. It is unfortunate that I did take a knockout, period. But that's okay. Okay, so I need 6 rounders in play to knock out a Metagross. And huge beard guy. Oh yeah, I need access to my items. Because apparently I'm just not going to draw into what I need, so I need access to my items. And let's put the Temple down. There's Dawn, which I definitely don't need right now. Okay, so we're going to get rid of Psyduck and Dawn. I'm going to go for a Palpitoad. At the very least, I'm going to put a tiny bit of damage on the Metagross. Right, let's go Ino. Even if it's, what, 50 damage, that is somewhat useful. Oh, wow, it literally is only 50 damage. That's horrible. Okay, so I have to do this now. So I have to go and use Jigglypuff's lead attack. Will Trust Your Pilot have enough energy to win this game? Who the hell knows? But we have Rare Candy, Air Balloon, Counter Catch. That's not even good. I'd rather just Lilies. So we do have just enough energy to win the game if necessary. Oh, man. But we need some things here. Pheasandipity's fine. If I can find my second stadium, we can bump the Full Metal Lab. They don't even knock out a Pheasantipity, which is kind of sad. Oh, God. That is not good. That is the opposite of good. I think we just lost the game because PTCGL really hates me today. Okay, they're getting some dudes. That's fine. What's my Gust situation looking like? Okay, so we have all 3 of our Gust cards. I don't know. I have to knock out the Genesect this turn. That's what I know for sure. I have to knock out the Genesect this turn or else we just 100% lose. That is helpful. That is less helpful. We still need to play with our Rod. Okay, so Counter Catcher, the Genesect. I have to go Air Balloon somewhere. We got a Lilies. We gotta hope. I think that's it. I think we got it. We just play with our Rod to the max. Oh, we don't have a Seismitoad in the discard pile. How do we not have a Seismitoad in the discard pile? How is that even possible? All right, well, that's GG. This is, like, why was the 2-2 list was working the best? You know, maybe the max rod isn't right. All right, so we're going to switch to the Lucky Helmet build. Because, yeah, the vibes are off right now. Something's weird. Something really weird is happening with this deck. And I'm not really sure what. Okay, so we're playing the helmet build. This is Lucky Helmet, so you draw more cards. This is very strange. This is like a doctor. It's so strange. But no, I'm not done with the YouTube video. All right, Exploding Ant. We're facing people in the 1300s. We have to be able to beat people in the 1300s. Exploding Ant. I refuse to lose to another person in the 1300s. I'm not going to blame PDCGL for this one unless I forgot to put a Cleffa in the deck. I mean, yeah, we go Jigglypuff in the active, Temple. I can always put a reversal on the Jigglypuff, and that's okay. Okay, so it's Megazard. Ooh, oh, this is an easy win. One time I had to give out free feet picks for a squirt of foot lotion. That's the lowest I've fallen. And Nick, yeah, pretty much. But the thing is, the 4 Ignition Energies, you against a 2-prize deck, all you have to do is just knock out 3 things. Okay, so this is Megazard. The question is, how do I want to play this? I can go Jigglypuff and use lead to get a supporter and not put the Cleffa down, which I think might actually be the right call. Because putting the Cleffa down doesn't seem as useful as it might in other situations. Like, if I had a completely dead hand with nothing in it, then yes, obviously we do that. And let's go... Yeah, we'll go lead. I'm going to... Let's get... We have a rare candy, we have a reversal energy. Yeah, we don't get... I think this is like the one situation where Dawn actually makes sense. Right? We actually use Dawn for something here, because I can go get a Timpole, a Palpitoad, and a Seismitoad. Or I can get a Wigglytuff and do some things. And if for some reason they don't take a knockout this turn, that's great. You know, if they don't take a knockout this turn, perfect. Don't take a knockout this turn. Give me another turn to do nothing. Because against multi-prize decks, especially a Megazard deck, and Lena is correct. When I get enough things for the YouTube video, I start whacking off. So if you're not subscribed to the VODs channel, I highly recommend doing that because you get to see me whack off a lot. Like way more than a human should. And you wonder why I'm not like dehydrated or something. Okay, so we go get Timpole, Palpitoad, Seismitoad. And you can go there. Let's put a reversal energy on you. And I mean, I think it's okay to waste the rare candy to get the Seismitoad going. And let's lead. So now I think I go for a bosses. Yeah, let's put the fear of Pilot in him. Probably should have grabbed Hilda if I wanted to be smart. But now I put the fear of Pilot in him. And unfortunately, I can't knock out a Megazard quite yet. Because I have the Psyduck down, like I need to have 6 dudes. I might have a Brave Bangle on the deck, but I can't quite remember. Oh, that's good. Okay, okay. In this situation, I'm trying to think. In this situation, is there anything that behooves me? Wait, did they select double Charmander instead of Duskull and Charmander? Okay, I think, yeah, we're out of Jigglypuff. This is the problem playing only a 2/2 Jigglypuff, is that stuff like this can happen. Okay, so we go Lily's Determination. I just want to get fully set up here. I think we're fully set up here. And if I can... but if I let the dude get sacrificed... All right, you know what? We're gonna press the issue. We're gonna press the issue. We're gonna knock out their Charmeleon. Because remember, Megazard... I forgot, Megazard is weak to water. It's like the Wicked Witch of the West, who has never taken a shower. Because water hurts her. There we go. So I can take a knockout of a Megazard with a Palpitoad. the disrespect. Knocking out the flagship Pokemon of Phantasmal Flames with a Palpitoad. I have a Mega Charizard, a 360 hit point 3 prizer that, you know, is going to keep Phantasmal Flames. That, you know, gives up 3 prizes, can do an infinite amount of damage.
Tauros is my favorite deck RN until I don't get Risky Ruins or Emolga.
And Spider, thank you for the sub. Are you saying you don't understand why Risky Ruins or Emolga are in there, or you don't understand, or you don't get them because they're prized, or PDCGL hates you? Yeah, it's like, what do you need to knock out a Megazard? Oh, just a little goofy little goober. Just, you know, Ash's coolest Pokemon with its toes out. You know, Seismitoad. Oh. So wait, nothing. Look, the reversal energy is terastallizing. Look at that. The reversal at the full. Oh, this game. This game is one of a kind. You can't make stuff up with this game. It's just that cool. The reversal energy is terastallizing. And yet when you do this, it makes the reversal energy Embiggened. Oh, did they not realize they can't retreat the Dust Noir? I think they just realized they can't retreat the Dust Noir now. All right, well, I guess I'll just take the knockout just because I feel bad for them. And at least in this situation, I can sacrifice the Psyduck on one of my turns, and that'll open up a bench spot. And also, we need to get a Jigglypuff from the prizes. We don't need an air balloon. Yeah, I think if you play 4 Risky Ruins and 2 Emolga, you're pretty much setting yourself up for success with Tauros. You know, obviously there's some really bad matchups, but you're pretty much okay. Okay, how much do I need? Okay, so if I have 3 rounders, actually we'll have 4 rounders because I can eat some Sacred Ass and then play the Poffin. That'll be 40, 81. Ah, we're short. Unfortunately, we don't take a knockout of a Megazard with a Palpitoad because I don't quite have enough. But that's okay. Because if I get a Wigglytuff, we do have enough. And I know there's 2 Wigglytuff in the deck. Why are they going to knock out my Psyduck for me? Are you going to knock out my Psyduck for me? Are you going to use a counter catcher and just knock it out for me and be like, I didn't like that thing anyway? All right, this is great. See the Lucky Helmet. I am a huge fan of Lucky Helmet in single prize decks that don't have draw engines. Okay, well that was less than Stellar right there. That was less than Stellar Crown, huh? Okay, we don't need more Poffin. But if I yeah, I have to essentially. No, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say it doesn't matter how I do this. So I'm going to retreat into the Psyduck. I have a plan. Don't you worry. Trust your pilot is a real fart smeller. He knows what he's doing. Because I know for a fact they're not going to bosses. They're going to take the Psyduck and be like, bro, a Psyduck? How could I not knock that out? I know I could have hit into the Zard, but I don't want to hit into the Zard. I want them to take the bait. I want to masterfully bait my opponent. I want to masterfully bait them so hard they explode. Come on, you know you want to do it. Come on, take the bait. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Ow. Unless they get a counter catcher, which I don't think they have. They have taken the bait. Everyone type in the comments, trust your pilot is a huge master baiter. All right. Obviously, all of this falls apart if I don't get a Wigglytuff. But if I get a Seismitoad or a Wigglytuff, we win the game. It's that simple. Because they can't use their Dusclops once I knock out the Megazard. See, this is math. Unfortunately, I may have overused my ignition energy. So this is actually really bad. Okay. Let's go. We're going to use Hilda. Please tell me there's another ignition energy. There is another ignition energy. Just for the meme, we're going to do this. Okay, so right, that's 200. Yeah, for the meme, I'm going to go for the Palpitoad KO. So Wigglytuff there. Ignition energy there. Fez down. And hopefully we don't get an ignition off of this. We did not. Oh, there's a prime catcher in this deck. I mean, I guess I just want to thin out the deck at this point. And then I go for Seismitoad. Probably just evolve into this guy. Yeah, this is... Oh, I'm putting them in a no-win situation right now. And Myrtle, well, that's the best place to do it. So we're putting them in a really rough spot. Because I can attach any energy to the Palpitoad. This guy only attacks for 2 energy, so if I attach a second reversal to the Palpitoad, I can knock out anyone I want, because it's doing, what, 200 damage, 160? So I knock out the Oricorio, I knock out the Charmander, I knock out the Duskull. Maybe they'll commit Sudoku and go out in a blaze of glory. Otherwise, we just win. Oh, if I get the Timple back. Oh, I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to... Oh, it's that one. Boo. What a buzzkill, am I right? I was going to try to take the knockout of a second Megazard with another Palpitoad. All right, they have to Ionomi. There's no ifs, ands, or nice buts about it. They did already use Pheasant Skibbity. Yeah, this deck just destroys Megas. This is what I like about this format, is there's a lot of... I think the game is frozen. There's a lot of single prize decks that can really just beat off all these Megas. Like, yeah, Dragapult is really bad, Grimmsnarl is really bad, Frostlass Munkidori is really bad. But I did notice this earlier today, the game was experiencing technical difficulties, and this might be that. So let's see if they're able to emote. Because you never know, your opponent could be playing on mobile, they could be using McDonald's Wi-Fi. You never really know their situation. So you'd think they would have timed out by now, right? Because PD, so I'm just gonna close the client and restart it, because it looks like it's just completely frozen and their timer is still counting down. It's possible they're still playing the game. But yeah, I'm just gonna force close the app and then restart it. Because we can still get the win, right? We can still get the win for that. If I was to... there's not really a way other than them telling us what happened. But my safest assumption is that they experienced a glitch, and then you don't want to concede. Conceding gives you a loss. Closing the game could give you a win. No, I think that might have counted as a loss. So it might have been that they were still able to keep playing, and that it counts as a loss for me. Yeah, it's tough to say, because even if PDCGL is frozen and your opponent's timer is counting down, on the server side, PDCGL could be like, oh no, everything's fine. You're the problem. We're going to give you the loss. But no, Lena, the dev doesn't even know what's going on. Remember when they did maintenance to improve the servers? Remember that earlier this week where they were doing servers maintenance? Yeah. PDCGL is a really well-made game, isn't it? Okay, what do they got? They got Zekrom sleeves. It's another Charman. Wait, what? What? What the hell? They're playing... Oh, is Charizard just an energy accelerator in this deck? What the hell is happening? I have no idea what we're facing right now, and I'm kind of scared. I think I just... Like, do I just let them knock out the Pheasantipity? How many Wigglytuff? We have all of our Wigglytuff. We prized a Seismitoad. I could go for the Cleffa, but I feel like that's a bad idea, right? Because we're going to draw 8, and we're going to be able to play like one of the cards because PDCGL hates me. Literally, we literally, yes, we could play one of the cards. So let's go. I think I attach a reversal to the Temple, and then I go end turn. Because if you look at my hand, we have an insane next turn if they knock out this Fezandipity. So if they go Rare Candy Zard, power up the Kangaskhan, and knock out the Fez, that's actually really good. I want the... Yo, please do this. Yes, please. Because I literally just take the knockout here. As long... Because we're doing 350. Even if they put a Bravery Charm. So we want them to flip 1 heads. If they flip 0 heads, that PDCGL just hates fun. But I have no idea what we're facing. Like, I get the Mega Kangaskhan and I get the Zard. What the hell's the Monkey Dorian, especially the Fezandipity, doing here? Of course PDCGL does this to us. Of course. Like, I guess they must have... whatchamacallit? Luminous Energy or Prism Energy or something? Well, this just gives me an extra turn, right? This gives me an extra Timmy turn or 2. All right, let's go Temple, Wigglytuff, Seismitoad. And yeah, Rare Candy into that one. So I hope they realize they've lost the game. You know, they probably think, oh, well, he didn't evolve the Reversal Energy one. So Trust Your Pilot can't win. No, I think I've won this game. As long as I can just get energy. That is the only way that we lose this game, is if I can't find energy. Yeah, they haven't... Hey, there's a guide. Trust Your Pilot has the best guide on YouTube, and even if it seems out of date, it's not really out of date. Just, you know, some things are different. Why couldn't you have done this last turn? Would have been so funny just to absolutely destroy them. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, is this a placeholder for Fezandipity EX or something? Because, yeah, it's very easy to get a copy. I think you have like 50 million copies in the game anyway. Like, they give you free copies. So let's go and get... Uh-oh. Ignition, Artisan, Iono? Yeah, because that's all we need for the following turn. And we're going to hold the hand. I can Ignition this... Do I hold the hand, or do I just put the Artisan down? I think I just put the Artisan down. Let's just put the Artisan down. We're doing 420 damage with a toad that has weird growths on its body. And YouTube audience, this is going to be in the video. I do apologize for abruptly cutting out the last game. Their Zard just froze, and I quit the game because PDCGL is so well made. But comment down below, is Palpitoad to Seismitoad the worst evolution ever? And I know you're going to say, oh, well, we went from Torracat to Incineroar. We went from a cat to a whatever the hell a stand-up cat is. Like, I mean, in like just pure design, not like your philosophical difference of like, oh, I really don't want to have a cat be on 2 legs because then it's much easier to kiss. But like in terms of design, like there's a reason why Ash's Palpitoad never evolved. It's because they did not want to have to design this, right? You know, I still hold firm that the black and white era is the worst era of the anime with the Sun and Moon 1 second. Yes, some of the animations are cool in the Sun and Moon era, but they did away with all the cool stuff. So they do have a Fez EX. But just could you imagine, you know, the anime writers, they're like, oh yeah, Ash is going to catch a Palpitoad. Okay, and then it's going to evolve into a Seismitoad, right? No. Apparently none of Ash's Pokemon will evolve except for like Krokorok. You know, he's going to enter the Pokemon lead with like a Snivy and an Oshawott. Oh, so yeah, we just really don't want him to win, do we? We really don't want Ash to win, huh? All right, so Energy Feathers. Okay, they're doing 90 damage. They are 2-shotting my Seismitoad. If we lose because of this stupid thing, I'm going to actually be kind of excited because that'd be hilarious. There's no way they're retreating. They're going for... Oh, hello. Okay, wait. Did they use... What? Okay. I think I mentioned this in my top 10 mistakes new Pokemon TCG Live players make. Was one of them, you know, they make a binder drop deck. So this goes against it. They clearly have not watched Trust Your Pilot's amazing video about, you know, PDCGL and what not to do. All right, let me just eat some Sacred Ass real quick. We're going to put all the dudes back in. God, this is a great card for this deck. Just shuffle up to 5. So awesome. And then we go Timple. Actually, do I go Timple? I should probably put the Cleffa down. No, I'm putting the Cleffa down. Yeah, because we're going to have probably a 1-card hand at the end of this. So I'm going to go for the Cleffa. And we're going to buy ourselves a little time. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, we go 350. They're most likely going to have to 2-shot the Seismitoad. But yeah, so they went a little too wide, right? Sticking with your strategy of Charizard and Mega Kangaskhan with Pheasantipity, that's great. That's a full-blown strategy. You know, you place the Pidgeot, you go with Kangaskhan and Pheasantipity, they can attack. Once you start adding in Psychic Energy and Darkness Energy, you're taking your deck way too wide. And that's just not good, right? You want to start as narrow as possible. And then when you lose your deck virginity, that's when you get opened up wide. And Nick, a binder drop is you just take all your cards and put them into a deck. So that is what a binder drop is, just all the cards that you have just into a deck. Oh, this is, this could be really bad. I need to find that bosses. Because they could take all their things. And Space Cat, thank you. Yeah, Empoleon, do not play Empoleon. Empoleon is garbage. If you face Golden Go, you just lose every game. You know what? For the YouTube audience, I'm just going to attack into the Fez. I take back what I was going to do. We have enough ignition energy. We can do this. We're going to attack into the Fez twice. Oh, they're really going for it now. There's no way they're going to flip heads twice, right? And this makes it more exciting. So this will be in the YouTube video no matter what, because I did, you know, sort of advertise my awesome video about 10 mistakes new Pokemon TCG. No. Nice try, PDCGL. You tried and you failed. I'm not falling for your tricks. Yeah, you trickster. What are you, Loki? I'm low-key not going to fall for your tricks. I mean, I probably should, but this is more fun. This is just more fun. All right, so let's go. Sacred Ash. I will put these guys back in. I mean, they're probably going to screw me over here, but I'm just going to go get a Fez. If they INO me, whatever. We lose the game, it's fine. Because we're going to flip heads. It doesn't matter. We're going to flip heads. Doesn't matter. Game is over. Oh, wait. No, the Tails is good for me. Right. I thought it was my Pheasantipity. God, PDCGL is just the worst. Right? It's like, hey, oh, you want to have fun because we're not giving you bosses or Prime Catcher? Well, guess what? We're going to give you the Prime Catcher. We're going to test your resolve. Yeah, well, guess what? My resolve is roaring, just like how my toes are out. All right, so there we go. We got 4 games. You won against Alakazam. Well, that's like the only game it'll win, right? That's the only win condition. I actually, if you weren't here when I talked about it, the first game I ever played with Empoleon was against Alakazam, and I lost. Hard to believe, I know, but I lost simply because PDCGL gave me an unplayable starting hand. I think I started Pheasantipity in a dead hand, and then that was just the end right there. My only friend, the end. So if you're wondering, how do you beat off this deck? Just target the Temple. Target the Temple, and that's all you got to do to win. All right, so we're just going to get rid of that. And this is the Area 0 build. I'm going to show you why Area 0 is bad. Because as you've seen, the deck works quite well. It's just, I've had some really weird hands. We've had some bad matchups, but you just... Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the start. All right, we're going to make them think this is Absol Box. Okay, so it's Gardevoir, which is highly unfortunate, but I'm just going to go Area 0, Ogerpon. Maybe they'll put an Artisan down, and that'd be super great. Don't I know me, bro. Oh. Oh, they don't believe. See, that is a non-believer right there. Cool people would have been like, I'm going to get the Psychic Energy off of the lilies. You don't get rid of your Darkness Energy on a stupid Stream Tail. Oh, wow, they just ripped their secret box right open. They must be called Pandora because they got their fingers in their box right now, right? All right, so we go Area 0. This build, I believe I put Precious Trolley. I don't even know if I have Arven. I just put Precious Trolley in the deck. Not 100% sure if there's actually an Arven in here, but Precious Trolley is the A spec. You know, maybe I could have built the deck a little bit better, but I'm already poo-pooing it. I'm already saying, no, this is not a good way to play it. Oh, and if you're wondering about the lineup next week, it's going to be, I think, Pawmod on Monday, Low Kicks on Tuesday. What's the last one? So it's Pawmod, Low Kicks. There's one more like new card that I'm gonna play, and then I think I'll do like a Moltres deck. Oh man, I can't. How can I not even remember what it is? Pawmod, Low Kicks. God, this set is terrible. There's literally nothing. I'm looking at the set. Like, I'm already done the set. Oh, yeah, Flygon. I'll do the Flygon Mill deck because that did win a couple things in Japan. I don't think it's going to win a single game for us, but it did do a couple things in Japan. So basically, the remaining new decks I will play next week. What the hell is this? Am I seriously going to have to attack with a Wigglytuff here? That's a tough pill to swallow. You know what else is tough to swallow? Okay. Then it's just revisits? I think so. I think I'll play, like, the week after I have a fun idea for a Moltres deck. And then, like, Alakazam. What else is on the docket here? And then, of course. Okay, so I already did Miss Magius. We got Pawmod. Oh, yeah, there's a Gliscor stall deck. We got Moltres. Yeah, Flygon Mill. I'll play Mega Venusaur. Clamburglar's ears just perked up and his feet started sweating. Yes, I will play Genesect with Mega Venusaur, and I'll probably put Dawn in there. You know, there's some things. There's some things we can play, okay? I can make videos. I can make streams. Toilet Bowl, simps or subs? A true simp would be sub to me. Are they going to hit a Terra? They're going to hit a corner. I guarantee you they're going to hit a Terra. They're going to hit the Cornerstone Mask. They're going for the Cornerstone Mask, 100%. Oh, they went for the Jigglypuff. No, the January set, it's about on par, and Toilet Bowl, I masterfully baited you into doing that. All right, so let's do these guys. And yeah, I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Ursaluna and the Seismitoad. We'll go get the Shaman. Yeah, you can simp for me as much as you want. As long as you keep giving me money, I'll let you simp forever. All right. See, this is the one part about the Area 0 deck that makes any sort of sense, is that you can put Psyduck and Shaman and Pheasantipity into play at the same time. But like, it's not very often you're gonna need all of them into play at the same time. But no, the January set, as you saw from my preview, it's gonna have about as many playable cards. We don't know how many cards from the start decks are gonna be in Ascended Heroes. We won't know the start deck cards for another couple weeks, or, like, another week and a half, maybe? I think they're out, like, the end of December. So I'd say Ascended Heroes is going to be roughly on par with Phantasmal Flames in terms of playable cards, which is sad. Phantasmal Flames probably has the edge a little bit. They don't mind edging a little bit. God, Gardevoir is so much fun. 5 minutes, haven't done anything. 5 minutes, nothing's happened. Handsomest PDCGL player, you've gone streaking. All right. Well, while they're not doing anything, how's everyone feeling today? How much money did you spend today, and why didn't you spend it all on me? Why didn't you go to my Amazon wish list and give me all the foot lotion? I'm very disappointed in all of you. Wait, there's no way they froze too, right? I refuse to believe this is the second opponent that froze. Okay, good. They just aren't here anymore? Yep, they're just not here anymore. Great. All right, so Palpitoad. And, I mean, is it even worth doing anything if we don't think they're here? I mean, sure, let's go Wigglytuff. Oh, I was like, did we prize all of our ignition energy? All right, well, I guess I Buddy Poffin. Timple. Sure. I mean, they're not here. It doesn't matter. They're not here. Thinking doesn't matter anymore when your opponent's just not here. Apparently, the people at the bottom of the tables really don't care about their reputation. Your reputation is on the line here. And you're watching the chaos at the mall? Does anyone have fun? Well, yeah, because Guardy. Just Guardy things. Taking forever. Wait, don't you live in Europe, Lena? How is there chaos at the mall? It's like tomorrow where you live. Space Cat? Do I have a command for that? You bought donuts. I don't think I have a command. No, I don't play in person. I want to give other people a chance to win. You're on the US? What? I thought... Oh, right. You always trick me. You always trick me with the pronunciation in your name. But it's, yeah, that's fine. Okay, well, let's just this game. I'm going to set up a command for IRL. So the command will be IRL. Whenever anyone asks, hey, do you play in real life? The answer will be no. And remember to redeem your codes. I think if you redeem all the codes, you get like 10 packs and thousands of trainer points and stuff. All right, so IRL. No, I do not play IRL because I was banned for taking pictures of feet. There we go. Easy. Yes, well, it's the European thing that gets me. There we go. See, thank you. See? No, I do not play IRL because I was banned for taking pictures of feet. Easy. Yeah, like I was trying to test Miss Magius in casual, and it was just 3 Charizard EXs in a row. And I tried testing this deck just today. To give you an example of just playing this deck today, is I went into casual because, again, I don't want to ruin my stellar ranking. But I was playing in casual. I faced a Wugtrio deck. As someone who has played enough Wugtrio, I know how to beat Wugtrio. So all I did was I did nothing. I literally did nothing. They wasted their 4 ignition energy. They didn't mill nearly enough cards. And then guess what they proceeded to do for 15 minutes? Nothing. They had no chance of winning. I had a bunch of INOs and Sacred Ashes. They got their timer down to like 7 minutes. I was like 17 minutes. They just kept doing things. They wouldn't concede. It's like you have no win con because you used your forward ignition energy. Just concede, right? Like, give me the win. But it's like that's what half of my losses are in this game is just people who, just force the issue. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, we're about to lose a Timple. Yeah, I guess we just unfortunately have to go down 2 prizes. Oh, man, yeah, this is rough. Yeah, like, this is why in-game chat would be good, but then it'd just be so toxic. Like, you see some of the messages that people send on Limitless, where it's like, Limitless can be viewed by a judge and you can be banned from tournaments. Oh, please do it. Please do it. Please. Ah, you're a boring person. So, like, even the hate messages on Limitless are really... Oh, it's Golden Go. Okay, I was like, what? So in-game chat would just be abused, but it could be like something that's off by default, right? They could add in-game chat, have it be off by default, and then as long as you're not like a kid or something, you can activate it. There's so many things they could do. There could be an emote that says, you have no out. Your body, I want your body, touch my body. All right, so let's go Fez and Skibbity. You can get the Skibbity. Let's go Lilies. And I was going to say energy or air balloon gets it for us. There's that guy. We go... Ooh, we got Miriam, too. Let's go Poffin for double Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff! All right, and then... yeah, let's just draw a hot one. Who am I? Sean Evans? Let's draw a hot one. Yeah, PDCGO had game chat for friend battles. Damn straight it is. Yeah, just there's so many things they could do. If they had money, they could do things, but they don't have money, so they can't do things, which is very sad. But yeah, PDCGO, if you were doing a friend battle in PDCGO, then yes, you could do in-game chat. And I think, again, when PDCGO first came out and it was like in beta or just a browser-based game, I think you could. Yeah, if only. We want to give them money. They will not take our money. And did you hear the Yu-Gi-Oh soundbite? Emotes are better? Oh, yeah. Yeah, emotes are better than whatever the hell this is. When I saw the trailer... Oh, okay. That's cool. Let's play with our balls here. I'm going to go get a Wigglytuff. Do we have a second one? We have a second Wigglytuff. I can actually knock out the Golden Go this turn. I am going for it. Okay? This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I am going for it. In no way should I do this, but I'm still going for it. If I get rare candy Seismitoad, we literally knock out a Golden Go. Oh, we didn't get it. Boo. Boo PDCGL. And of course, it's a Timple in there. All right, well, let's just put the area 0 down and grasping draw. Draw 1. We were 1 card away. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just wanted to do it for the funness of it. But you're seeing, like, what is the point of area 0 in this deck? It's the same thing with Tauros. It's with this deck. It's with Bronzong. Adding area 0 is more of a headache than it actually needs to be. It's more work to get the area 0 and the Terra and then fill up your bench than it is to just utilize your 6 spots effectively. Have Brave Bangle, have somewhat boosters, some booster another way like a Black Belt's Training or a Kieran if you really need it. Area 0 is the lazy person's way, right? A lazy person would go for area 0 in this deck. A genius like me with such genius level intellect, we go a little crazier here. Yeah, Area Zero's for degenerates who don't know what they're doing. I'm a genius. So yeah, just that's what I've learned is that Area Zero has really fallen on hard times, especially when people are playing more counter stadiums. Like, name a deck that doesn't play a stadium, and it's like, well, Golden Go. But like, name another deck that doesn't play a stadium, and it's like, well, all of them play stadiums now because a lot of them get screwed over by certain stadiums. You know, Dragapult has to play at least 2, Grimmsnarl has to play at least 3, because if they're playing Battle Cage, RGZ's probably a good expanded deck. Well, yeah, there's more. Well, Real expanded or PDCGL expanded? Because there's more rounders in expanded, and I think I did build an expanded Seismitoad deck before I went away. All right, they have taken 4 minutes and done nothing because of Sky. All right, Skyfield. Forgot about Skyfield. Yeah, that's not a thing that exists here. All right, we're gonna do this again. Except this time, all I need is a Seismitoad. I'm wasting way too many resources for something that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But we got it. We got it, everybody. We got the knockout on the Golden Go. And remind me to show you all the message after this game. Because it is so weird that they just chucked it in there into the GLC announcement. So they included the expanded announcement in the GLC announcement, and I don't understand why. Okay, we want them to knock out the Fez. That would be great. But what I can do is I can promote the Cleffa, Ogerpon down, even if they bump the Area Zero this turn, which they might do. You know, they're probably wondering, why the hell are you playing an Area Zero? This is clearly not an Area Zero Terra deck. But yeah, Skyfield, I remember Skyfield, but just a very important piece of news about the future of this game was just tucked inside a random, you know, announcement about GLC that everyone skimmed over. I didn't even read the damn thing because I didn't think there'd be anything interesting in it. Fez? You going for the Fez? Yeah, Reggie Drago is too good. That is for sure. All right, well, yeah, I mean, I just win now. Because I'll go Cleffa in the active. They have Mega Lucario. I guess that's for Ogerpon. But I don't really care. I'm just going to go for it. Do not speak those words here, Space Cat. We do not bring up that name. All right, so I'll play one more game with this deck. And guess what? I will do a prediction. You know, we have a YouTube video. Well, actually, I don't think you deserve a prediction. Because no one commented on that Reddit post about my Miss Magius video. So, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't allow it, right? Because I said, if you want to do your good deed of the day, go comment on this post, and no one did. You know, I gave you the chance. I give you all the... Grebulon? Okay, I'm going to check again, Grebulon. All right, it's like the 4th or 7th. Man, the PDCGL subreddit compared to the TCG Pocket subreddit is just... It's rough. It's rough out here. And thank you, damn... What are they doing? Why are they not playing the game? I don't understand what's happening. Thank you. Was that you, Grebulon? Thank you. He's a real fart smeller. Thank you. And it's the most upvoted post on the most upvoted comment on the post. So there it is if you want to see it. You'll probably get banned because you posted a link. But he wins at least one game even. And it's trust your pilot, all one word. It's not 3 separate words, it's all one word. But I guess it's actually better for SEO, search engine optimization, to have you split it up. Because then that means there's at least one instance of the 3 words being separate. So if someone ever searches that, they might get that post. No, that's actually really good. You've actually helped with people finding me. No, okay, no, that's a link. Gordroth, you gotta get banned for that. All right, so are they just never gonna do anything? Yeah, if you click the YouTube link on that Reddit post, that is going to help out YouTube's algorithm because it's gonna say, oh, this huge site sent this person over to this video. That must mean this video is really popular. So if you actually click on the YouTube link on that Reddit post, that might help me rebound on the algorithm. And that's just your silly internet fact of the day, is that the way that SEO and stuff works is that it cares about where the links come from. I don't know. What happens if you keep doing that? I have no idea. I should probably save the secret ash because I think I got rid of the thingy thing. I think I got rid of one of the cards that I need. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, Shaman, you can go into play. We'll put that there. Wow. Okay. I mean, we're still going to take a knockout, even if they bump the area 0. I just get rid of the Ogre Pawn and the Shaman. But Reversal Energy will be active. What are they going to do? Boss the Ogre Pawn? And then use their Lucario? Oh, they're going to go for the Seismitoad. Okay. That's fine. And no one thinks I'm going to lose? Bet your channel points. Top 2 decks. Well, you have to let me know what decks people are playing in your area. But I think Alakazam. Yeah, I was going to say Alakazam is a very safe pick. Because you have to assume that people aren't going to be teching for Alakazam IRL, especially like a League Cup or something. So I think Alakazam, as long as you can count, you know, just as long as you have enough fingers and toes to count. And Space Cat, your Empoleon does? Well, Empoleon is garbage. So I think Alakazam would be number 1. And, I mean, Golden Go probably number 2. Right? Because Golden Go is, again, it needs to count. You have a lot of Absol decks with Mist. Then add an Enhanced Hammer or 2. Oh, and Pult and Guardy. Oh, then yeah, that's a little tough. I think it might be a case of if you can't beat them, join them. And it might be if you're facing a lot of Dragapult and Guardy, then I think you want to play Absol. All right, let's go Pikachu. Well, it's the fact that Sharpedo loses to... That's the problem, is that Sharpedo loses, right? Sharpedo loses to the deck. Right? If you face Mega Absol, then Sharpedo's just like a free win. Okay, so that goes there. Rare Candy. Yep, that's there. And then Reversal Energy on you. Sacred Ash. Let's go for... Yeah, that. And then I'm doing a Night Stretcher for the Fez. Night Stretcher for Fez. That's what... If you're wondering, why didn't you put the Fez back in the deck? Because I'm going to Night Stretcher for it. Because I know what I'm doing. And I do what I'm knowing. All right, there's a Temple. And Retreat. Seismitoad. So, like... What? Look at this. So for everyone saying, hey, why aren't you playing an Area 0 build? What did Area 0 accomplish this game that not playing Area 0? Oh, God. Yep. Hey, what 2 really important cards did you prize this game? Oh, you know, just Precious Trolley and bosses. No big deal. And do you see what position I've put them in? They're in a situation where if they go for a 2-prizer, they reactivate the Reversal Energy so they don't see it. Oh, they're going for the Palpitoad? Okay. That's fine. This is smart. This is very smart by them, because now that they've done this, they know the Reversal Energy can't be active. But I'm in a situation where I can INO them to 2, and then they have to get another Gust card when they're down 3 bosses, and I can put them down to, like, very few cards. And there's Fartazon. All right, so we get rid of Shaman, Ogerpon, Cleffa, Easy. See, like, I'm going to win the game against... the hell was that? It, like, triple discarded every card there. That was weird. So, again, we put them in an impossible situation. But this is the best thing they could have done. Do not activate the reversal energy. Do not activate a counter catcher. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Now all they have to do is just click 2 buttons, and then I can play my turn. Why did their timer... Wait, did you see that? I was looking at the timer. Their timer was at 10:03, and then it lost 30 seconds. And my timer counted. Clip that. Somebody clip that. I clipped that. I clipped that. Did anyone else notice that? Yeah, so the PDCGL timer just froze, and then it skipped like 30 seconds, and my timer started counting down. Yeah, oh, that was weird. Okay, so I'm going to, PDCGL timer is a lie. PDCGL timer is a lie. Yeah, so here you go. Watch this clip. Watch that clip. The PDCGL timer is an absolute lie. All right, so let's go. Oh, no, I have Precious Trolley, so we don't need that. Your timer's frozen? Yeah, now my timer's frozen. This is fun. PDCGL is such a well-made game, isn't it? All right, so Precious Trolley. Let's get out these guys. And we go Palpitoad, Psyduck. So yeah, you have to manually click on the click on the clip. Yeah, Twitch can't find it. All right, so let's go that thingy there. Why the duck? Oh no, I'm just thinning. I'm just thinning everything out. Uh-oh. Just thinning everything out. Well, that's not good. I think we lose now. See, if this was a better version of the deck, there wouldn't be any of this stupid stuff. All right, so I think, honestly, I attached the reversal energy. I know that's weird, and you're probably questioning me, but that's actually the smart play, because if they decide to, you know, do nothing, or if they, you know, can't take a knockout or something, attaching the reversal makes sense in case I get another reversal, then I can triple attach to a Seismitoad. So yeah, that was, the timer just randomly stopped, and then it skipped ahead 30 seconds, but then my timer started counting. That was very strange. There's no way they got it like that. Okay, they're down 3 bosses. I INO'd them low. INO is not a lie. This deck is a lie. Area 0 is a lie. Because keep in mind, I had to put 3 Area 0 and 2 Teal Mask Ogerpon in the deck. Plus, I added, you know, Blood Moon Ursaluna, because why not, even though you don't really need it. So, like, at least 4 or 5 cards in this version have to exist. So that takes away 5 cards from... They're short. There's no way they got it. There's no way they got it. I shouldn't have attached that reversal. They don't got it, right? Unless they have an air balloon. Oh, they don't got it. No! Please no. Okay, so yes, if we still would be in the same position, I think, though. So they just go energy, attach, and then we lose. Because, yeah, Area 0, not a good card. I do not think Area... Wait, are they out of energy? They must have a superior or something. Yeah, they're just going to go get a superior, because I don't think they're out of those. Yeah, they're... Okay, wait. Did they prize their last superior? Oh, they got a Turo. Okay, wait, no, they still... No, that's enough. They got it. They got it. They got the Turo. All right, so this will be the prediction game. I don't like Area 0, you know, every single time. What's with the thumbs up? I'm playing the worst version of this deck. If I was playing the optimal version, I would have won. Yeah, I mean, again, that's the closest we get to well played in this game. So they probably weren't trying to be sarcastic, but that's just how you take it. All right, here we go. I can't even remember what version of the deck it is. It is the Battle Cage build. Oh, so this is like an optimal version. Yeah, this is just, I just took out Artisan and put in Battle Cage. Uh-oh, non-believers. All right, we're going to chase them away. We're going to chase them over to TCG Pocket. Yeah, I've been saying that for a long time. People, you know, people agree, people disagree about that. It's like, oh, I always found the thumbs up to be, you know, a good game. No, just PDCGO literally had well played. It had the words well played appear. That is way better than just a duh, buh, duh. That's my, that's me pantomiming the thumbs up. That's basically what it is. And I'm very disappointed that not enough people use the new Bulbasaur emote. I spent 90 cents on that thing. And nobody wanted to use it. I am disappointed in all of you. All right, I don't think they're taking a turn 1 KO. And what? No, what do you mean? I already have the emote for that. I already have an emote for that. We don't need the avatar to be it. We got that. Okay, so this is perfect. I don't think there's any way we lose in... Oh, crap. I don't recall seeing a Psyduck. I don't recall seeing a Psyduck when I played my Poffin. If we lose this one, blame the game. It's not my fault. And Lena, we're gonna find out. Okay, so there's an ignition energy. I can't take a knockout or do anything good, so we're just gonna go into the Cleffa, evolve into Palpitoad, evolve into Wigglytuff. Please tell me there's a Psyduck. Uh-oh. I think I just kind of gotta do it, right? There's one in the list. It might be prized. Well, we're about to find out. Uh-oh. Remember, this is a different one. Shivery Chills. Welcome back. We've missed you. I need to go get a Timple. Oh, well, this is a different list. This is the Battle Cage list. So, of course, you know, maybe I cut the Psyduck to make room for 2 Battle Cage. Oh, you rewounded? Okay, so there's the Psyduck. Psyduck would win us this game, and also if we just found a single Battle Cage, we would win this game. So that's another cool thing, is we would win this game if we found one of our 2 Battle Cage, or if we didn't prize the Psyduck. And Shivery Chills, I'm sorry to say, neither of those things happened. And I'm sorry to everyone who voted yes that we're going to win this game, because we are now about to lose this game. Because I have 3 cards in the deck designed to stop Dusknoir. We have found none of them. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. And that's the way the... Is there any, like, Pokemon way of saying that's the way the cookie crumbles? Use Hilda to check prizes? Ooh, okay, that's fine. They're weak to water. Okay, this might work out for us. There's the Battle Cage. Okay, maybe they'll... Nope, they're not gonna... No. Nope. Yep, they're gonna do the thing. They're gonna knock out the Wigglytuff. Okay, well, that's good, because we hit them for weakness. They don't seem to realize that water is weak to fire. And also, we might just get our Psyduck now. Nope, of course not. 4. Okay, I'll pick number 4 if they go for the Dusclops. They should definitely go for the Dusclops here. They can Dusclops my Cleffa and then force a big turn. But it's not looking like they don't have the energy. Were they hoping to get like an Oricorio or a Nest Ball or something? Because you have to look at their board position. Their board position kind of sucks. You know, normally a Charizard deck would love this board position. That just goes to show you how not great Megazard is. Where it's like, it doesn't power itself up. You need Oricorio. They're sacrificing their Charmin to... Alright, well, there goes Palpitoad. We put Battle Cage down. I think Poffin for... Yep, Timple, Jigglypuff. I think this is going to be the telltale sign that... They got it. Okay, so there's no reason to attach the reversal. Because if I attach the reversal, they're just going to boss it up with Pidgeot. So there's no reason to do that. All right, that's fine. We're going to put the air balloon there because everyone else can attack. Okay, we're in an okay position. We're in a much worse position. Assuming my hand stays the same and they don't blow up the Dusclops, I think I use Ino. Right, because that gives me the best chance of getting an energy. Also, here's a fun interaction that no one's thought about. Is if you're playing a deck with Dusknoir, you need to activate Counter Catcher. And it's like all of your targets have too low HP. You can blow up your Dusknoir, give them a prize, and then put the damage counters on a bench dude. And then the Battle Cage would stop it, so you don't take a prize. So that's like going to happen 1 out of every 25,000 games. But that is possible. And Spazzer, we're about to end the stream right after this game, so the YouTube video will be up tomorrow. Or you can rewatch the VOD. Basically, you just got to spin me right round. That's all you got to do. Just spin me right round. Like a popsicle? I don't know the oh, that's a Katy Perry song, I think. Doesn't Katy Perry sing about popsicles? I don't know what spin me right round. Space Cat, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It'll be in the video. Was this in the road? No, this would have been in old decks with new cards. I don't think I put it in the old decks with new cards like description. So it'll be in the video tomorrow. No, that's not what I meant to pin. All right, there we go. All right. Wait, they're attacking with the Oricorio. That is the one you don't want to be attacking with. You want to attack with... I mean, it doesn't matter who they attack with. They're all bad options. All right, so I think I just knock out the Oricorio in this situation, right? And we go... I have to use the Ino, which is really bad. I mean, I guess I could have used Dawn. Gone for Fez. Something in a Seismitoad. Are you kidding me? Okay. Huh. That's cool. Love that. Okay. I mean, this is the last game of the stream. Let's just go for it. You know, this is the last game of the stream. Let's just go for it. Okay, so I need Battle Cage, Brave Bangle, Ultra Ball, and I guess Dawn. Okay, so we can get rid of these. We go get the Fez. Heart of the Cards moment. Press 1 if you believe in the heart of the cards. Press 2 if this is going to cost me the game. Any energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I still think I retreat into the Seismitoad. Because remember, with Battle Cage, they can only Dusknoir or Dusclops my active, so they might make an oopsie here. God, it's like you forget to put energy. There's 7 energy in the deck, or like probably 5 or 6, but you know, I didn't think we were gonna whiff that. And I now am down a Sacred Ash, which is not great. But we should be able to recover, because again, their Oricorio and their Megazard are weak to water. All we need to do is knock out an Oricorio and a Megazard for game. That's it. And if they want to knock out my Seismitoad, that's fine. Okay, they go for the they go for that Zard. I can potentially take a knockout. I'm not going to, but I could potentially. Okay. Step 1, Lily's first. Or no, I think Fez first. Fez first? Because then I can knock out the Oricorio. There's a Hilda. Okay, never mind. I changed my mind. Hilda first. We go get Reversal Seismitoad. Oh, we need a recovery card stat. Okay, we got Night Stretcher. Okay, so that goes there. Oh, I used Hilda. What was I thinking? I used Hilda there. And then we get all the energy, of course. God, that was a real brain fart right there. Okay, so we have to go retreat, Seismitoad, 280, lose the game. Fantabulous. All right, well, again, I also noticed this stream that, like you said earlier, the energy is just kind of clumped together. Like it's from the Nutty Professor or something. Okay, so they're gonna boss my Fez and then win, right? There's nothing I can do once they boss my Fez. Wait, they didn't boss the Fez? Well, they're just gonna do it next turn. But I can do some. Wait, hang on. There might be something I can do here. We might be able to shake and bake. You know, they didn't go for the bosses that turn, so maybe they don't see it. Wow, okay. We are having fun today. So let's go 120. So we're going to knock out the Oricorio first. We have to assume they don't see it. That's the whole thing right now, is we just have to assume they don't see it. And then win from there. But wowzers, yeah, we got... I should know better, right? See, all the energy is just clumped together. I should know better not to believe this game. This game is a lie. I should know better than to trust it. I'm sorry to everyone. You know, there's the Psyduck. A couple things go differently. You know, we get a Battle Cage a turn earlier. Maybe that helps. We don't prize the Psyduck. Obviously, we win. We get an energy at the right time. We win. So I blame this game. To everyone who voted no, you're welcome. I did tell you to do it. And is Sunny streaming? Sunny is streaming, so we'll raid Sunny. So I will see you all on Monday. It'll be... I'm leaning towards Pawmot on Monday, but it could also be low kicks depending on how the testing goes. But I'm leaning towards Pawmot and then low kicks the next day. Sunny TCG not playing Legends ZA. Oh my god, he's playing Empoleon. Just the raid message is just ew. That is all the raid message needs to be, is just ew. That's it. Nothing else, just EW, ew. That's the raid message.